Good morning, good morning. Have we got a live show for you? Good morning, good morning. It's so exciting with Hannah Osborne. Morning.
I feel like I should do a jazz hands flourish.
And you should. So there we go again. And Hannah Osborne.
Is that all right?
Very fabulous, Hannah. Good morning. Now, you are matching quite a lot of the items that we have
Jolly
in
good.
today's show,
I do
which
like that.
I'm really excited about. We've got a cracking show because in the middle of today's show, we're also going to do a massive clearance hour. But to be honest, myself and my producer Kim, who, you know, over the weekend, Dion was like going, if you watched over the weekend, producer Dion was going absolutely crazy with prices. We've now got a little bit of a problem. Not for you at home, because my goodness, is Kim in a competitive mood. Anything that Dion can do, Kimbo can do better. Now, here we go. I've got a little challenge from the text today, folks. So, over the weekend, we had, if you are a follower of Dion and her low prices, you were called a Dionette. Or no, we changed it to Dionites, didn't we? Because it was unisex then, if you were a Dionite.
Right.
What are you if you're a follower of Kim?
A Kimberlite.
Kimberlite? Like the diamond shafts? Do you fancy being a diamond shaft? She's loving it, she's loving it. Oh, you can see how today's gonna go. You're right, boys.
Yeah.
We've got Mike with us on cameras this morning, folks. Mike on camera 2, everybody. Would you like to say hello to everybody? There you go. There's our lovely little Mike. And then also, who needs Amelia? Amelia Shamelia. It's her birthday today, that's why she's not here. She's 30 years old today. She's so old. Dream of being 30. We have got the very fabulous 007 Eat Heart Out. It's Posh Scott, otherwise known as Hunky, otherwise known as just a little bit of a swabby, swanky, fabulous. Scott with us on floor. Scott, would you like to wave to everybody at home?
Why not? Oh, little sis.
Why not? He's going to go over there and wave to you all. There we go, indeed. And he's already offered to make me a cup of tea. So we're loving the little salute there, Scott. So producing for us, we have got Kimberly. And then also, Kimberly. Why am I calling you Kimberly? Like your mother. Kimberly. And then also directing for us this morning, we've got the gorgeous, fabulous, she's just got the most ridiculous little tiny neat body. It's Claire Perry. She's saying, hello, do you want to make your presence known, Claire? Director Claire can make this happen. There you go. And she even did sound effects. So we're going to do our early bird straight off. It's a cracking early bird now. The only thing is, with having a clearance hour in the middle of the day, surely you'd just be waiting for the clearance. As somebody who would view at home, from a viewer's point of view, why would I want to buy anything else in the show? Why would I just wait for the clearance hour? Well, Kim's in the hot seat and she has exactly the same opinion. We're going to kickstart this show today with the most ridiculous low price early bird, and it's a beautiful one. I've got to be really honest, I've never seen this before. You're going to be getting 2 packs of findings. 2 packs. Now it's going to give you 25 charms in each pack, so you're going to be getting approximately 50 charms obviously here. Now, they come in, so you're going to get 2 of each selection that I'm going to show to you, giving you in total 10 of these absolutely gorgeous curvy discs, and they're beautifully texturized. We've already got people on the phone lines there. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Now these are 12 millimeters in diameter. We've got lots of new people joining us already this morning. The warmest of welcome to you. Now, am I right in thinking that if you have a Dremel, you'd actually be able to put another hole in this as well?
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah, so actually it's got a little hole in the bottom, but you can actually put holes all the way around there. And in fact, with all of these, I think there's definitely scope for increasing the amount of holes. They're going to drill really well because they are a base metal of copper. You can texturize these further should you want to as well. That's a really beautiful shape. Can you imagine that just dangling? Actually, I think these, to be honest, these charms would be gorgeous with the challenge kit that we've created for, or Kim's created for Hannah's challenge today. You're then also going to be getting the squares. I'll go over some definitive sizes for you in just a second. And then further rounds here that have got 2 holes, so there'll be great little connectors. These are your rounds. Now, these are the ones at 12 millimeters. Your squares are also at a 12 millimeter. Your little teardrop, so well, more like a little twisted teardrop actually, 19 by 10.5. The larger ones are 5 by 10.5, and then the twisted rounds are 12 by 11. That's slightly larger than I initially told you on those first ones there. So this is going to give you 50 in total. You're flying in already, and to be honest, we're going to really go to town on all the prices today. We've got a clearance hour. I think that's absolute trosh. To be honest, because I don't understand why you'd buy anything, you'd just save up for that. We are just going to go to town on all the other prices. We're not officially allowed to call it a complete clearance show, but the prices will speak for themselves. With our first kit that we'll show you in today's show that we're going to be setting a challenge for Hannah with, you're going to be blown away. So everything here. I've got beautiful lace agate coming up, chrome dioxide on its way, beer quartz on its way, stunning topaz on its way, 925 sterling silver set Labradorite coming up, a gorgeous chip collection, pearl collections for you, an amazing bundle collection, and everything is clearance prices. We'll do pearls at clearance as well. UTGC 86. We're very aware it's coming towards the end of the month. We're going to be doing at this point here an absolutely ridiculous low price. 0800 644 655. £6.95 for all 50 of them. 0800 644 655. I know. UTGC 86. 0800 644 655 at £6.95, and it's working out about 14 pence each. I don't know any bead shop that I certainly visited in the UK where I could give you, well, I could take you tomorrow to say about 14p each. Amazing. They're absolutely amazing. They're going to add a lot to your jewellery. Just you're going to be able to obviously drill into them as well, sew in seed beads around them, use them as connectors. Just to oh, hello. Bodes well, doesn't it? Accent. Can't get my teeth in this morning. Accent other gemstones that you're going to be using. The little teardrops are going to make gorgeous little flowers, using various different colour wire with them as well. £6.95 for 50 of these. Now, if you're in a little bit of a queue on the phone lines, don't worry, we know you're there. Press your option 1. We've got masses of you joining us first thing this. It's Wednesday, isn't it? Is it Wednesday?
Yep.
I think so.
Do you know why I'm a bit thrown? I don't usually work on a Wednesday anymore, just with the way that it's worked out. And I'm here on a Wednesday, so that means we get to draw the winners of this week's Wall of Fame. I'm quite excited about that. I'm very excited about that, actually. It's a long time since I've done that. Hugest congratulations. I've got people that are seriously multi-buying. Somebody in Wiltshire's just bought 4 of those packs. Most people are buying 2. If you would just like just the one, of course, it is only one post and packaging price for all of your purchases all day. Go for it, go for it, go for it. My heart has just started pounding with delight as well, because I've seen Chloe Jones, one of our managers, walking towards the studio from the corridor upstairs with my cup of tea. Oh yeah. So thank you so much for joining us today. Any suggestions for the followers of Kimberly being texted in yet, Kim? No, just people are enjoying Kimberlites. I think, yeah, it's going to be tough to beat that one. Louise in Greater Manchester. Morning, Juicy Lucy. Morning, darling. Just loving all the new findings so much. I'm having to get more storage. Louise Squeeze. How you doing, Louise Squeeze? Yeah, we had, Louise was texting in the other day, weren't you? It was Juicy Lucy and Louise Squeeze in Manchester. Yeah. How is the Trafford Centre? I miss it so much.
I've only ever been there twice. It's amazing, isn't it?
You've only ever been twice?
Yeah.
I can't even tell you how many, because when it first opened, I was a student and I worked there as well.
Oh my gosh.
You know, you spent your wages before you've left. It was just like the most amazing. It was how exciting to go to work when you're working in the Trafford Centre. It was like I get a buzz like coming here. How exciting to come to work when you're working with things like this. £6.95 for 50. Morning, Louise, lovely. Hope you've grabbed yourself a few of those, my darling. 0800 644 655. In fact, you know what, Louise, I've just seen you were the first one in. You got yourself 2 packs, didn't you? I went, just what, here she is. How long did it take you to walk from that corridor down here?
To boil.
Had to wait for the kettle to boil. I saw you walking out. This is Chloe, everybody, except, it's not one person, it's 2. Aww. She's pregnant. 2 people made my cup of tea. It's called Clob. Chob, I just said, yeah, it was a Chob. Chloe and her husband's name is Rob, so together they're calling it Baby Chob. Baby Chob. Love it, love it, love it. Right, here we go. Just before I go and set the challenge, say that again. Yeah. This strand. This strand. Sorry folks, before we came live on air today, I was given a little bit of a lesson. We do all of our preparation and we know what's happening and things are getting set out, and I thought, oh yeah, we've got Boulder Opal coming up. It didn't register in my head that the on offer opal strand that we've got in today's show would be this one, going to... Hang on, Pada! We're going to be doing this after we set the challenge with Hannah, or are we going to do it now? I should decide. Well, it's $6.95, so it's $6.95, right? I did promise you. Price after low price after low price. Boulder, genuine natural Boulder Opal going to $6.95. You've got to get this strand. We've got just over 200 of these available for you. Sorry, how many have we got? Pardon? We've got just over 300 of these, hence the low price. This is my word. To get one of those central stones, to get one of those central opals for $6.95 would be, even one of the end ones, for $6.95. This is genuine Australian Boulder Opal, bulk buy, bulk buy, bulk buy. This is a 40 carat strand. 0800 644 655. The lowest of the other strands that we have, the lowest price of the strands we have of Boulder Opal are $9.95, and they're not like this. I mean, you're looking here at a strand that, with the shape and the way that they've been stranded, looks very much like a gemstone strand of distinction. We've got most people are multi-buying. This is a serious opportunity. Opals are beautiful and something very much associated with this colour as well, with bridal jewellery, with delicate, elegant jewellery, just with one simple... Most people are buying 2s and 3s. Seriously, bulk buy, bulk buy. Once we've sold out of this, I don't imagine we're ever going to be able to do an offer at $6.95 for this calibre of Boulder Opal again. It's because we've bought masses of them, I suppose. I don't know. To be honest, I really would have expected that at least $16.95. Has there been a graphical error? Has there been a pricing issue there? Do you know what? If someone was to say, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me. If that had been in 2 in front of that 6, it would not have crossed it. I'm not implying a word for a value, but I would not have thought twice if Kim would have said, yeah, they're $26.95. I would not have questioned it. They're $6.95. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Jewellery Maker. And you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, and you've got the opportunity here to get $6.95 for Boulder Opal. Now, my husband, I think he's handsome because he's my husband, the very handsome Drew Nichols, is running the Gems Experience in the workshop area. It's going to be starting a little later. There's no one in there at the moment. And he is a gemstone expert. He is incredibly qualified by the GIA on an incredibly high level. He's been studying gemology for a long time, and consequently is a go-to for a lot of other presenters, including myself. If I've got a new strand in, I will go to Drew for my information, probably before I even go to a computer, because he's just got an incredible wealth of knowledge and keeps up to date with things. There's no way. Now, he also started the element of gem collector within the Gemporia group. So if you're familiar with that, that's an opportunity to buy loose gemstones. I would love to ask him live on air how much he thought this would be, but he's not here. I don't know where he's gone. It's not making me a cup of tea because Chloe and Chob have made me that. $6.95. Most people are multi-buying. Now, this is a serious chance, and it's completely totally and utterly natural. Look at the facets on those as well. You've got the opportunity for it to glow, you've got the opportunity for it to shimmer, you've got the opportunity for it to shine. It's incredibly versatile because you can put it with every single colour. And in fact, don't you think the combination with the genuine lace agate I've got coming up later, now isn't that so pretty? But at the same time, I've got a genuine fire opal coming up later in the show. And if you have a look at that, I mean, it makes absolute sense. Take off your pearl necklace and you're absolutely looking here at, oh, we've got a birthday balloon going up in the workshop. Whose birthday is it? Probably someone who's, and there's little Wendy Woo with a perfect hair. £6.95 for genuine natural white Boulder Opal from Australia. Now over 150 of these strands have gone. So do you know what? We've got a few of you there waiting on the phone line. If we've got any of these left later, I'll let you know. It's £6.95. It's just going to go with everything. In fact, it will go with all of the kits in today's show. It would. Particularly, yeah, and it would look amazing with the challenge. Now, today is going to be a gorging bulk buying show. Text in, we want to hear from you left, right and centre today. And we want to know what you're making of all the products, what you're making of all the items. We're like, oh, similar feel. Just comparing shoes. Of course, Hannah's all lovely and beautifully, like beautiful little probably stockings, and I've got my thermal socks on. Right, Hannah. We haven't worked together in ages.
I know, it's been a long time.
We saw each other on Sunday for the Sunday Experience. Yes. What a great group of ladies.
They were amazing, weren't they?
Didn't we have a good time?
Really lovely.
Too much cake, but
yeah.
Such is life. Right, we're going to set a challenge today that's going to be an absolute delight. It's called Wave After Wave. That was very David Brent, wasn't it?
A bit verging on it, yeah.
I'm a bit embarrassed by that, sorry. Oh, I love this. I absolutely adore this kit. I'm going to actually focus in on the findings first of all, because Hannah, I don't know if you've ever used this findings pack before because it's a new one.
Okay.
It's only been seen a couple of times before. I don't know if you've had it in your...
I don't know which...
Oh, will be revealed. I think you might... This is... Yeah. You've had it in gold,
yeah, it's lovely, yeah.
Okay, so for those of you at home who haven't yet seen this findings pack, let me show it to you. You're going to get every single finding that you see. Look at these amazing earring findings, but you can also use them for so many different things. You can manipulate them for pendants, you can hammer them, they're just fab, 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 fab. Those shepherd hooks. You're also going to get two other pair of shepherd hooks, which are your pretty much standard style with a little spring on the front. You're then going to get these gorgeous little spacer beads. Now they're quite substantial, chunky ones, and you've got a really, really fab size hole in there, so particularly good if you're doing macrame and kumihimo techniques. These are crimp beads and your crimp bead covers, of course, when you've used your crimp bead. If you're new to jewellery making, all of this is going to become very self-explanatory. The more you watch the shows, we've got our YouTube clips, we've got tutorial DVDs. You're also going to get a free DVD and booklet that comes with your first purchase as well, so you'll get that completely free. With this kit, if you get it home and you change your mind, you've got 30 days to send it back. If it's your first purchase, you can even have used it and send it back. You've also got a metre of chain. Now, this is slightly different for those of you who have shopped from us regularly before, or even if you've just experienced a couple of the kits before. Very, very, very beautiful chain, giving a sort of very on-trend look. We're going to try and change the findings packs on a more of a frequent basis, so to keep you up to date with trends. And then you're also going to be getting 15 of the jump rings, a lovely wave-style toggle clasp. I adore this toggle clasp. You can make a real feature. You get everything. You get really, seriously, you get everything. A dinkier little toggle clasp. You're then going to get these extender chains. Can you see that on the left-hand side at the top? Extender chain with ribbon cord ends and the S clasp. You can take those apart, of course, and use them all in their separate parts. Then you're also going to be getting 15 ball head pins, which are 5 centimetres in length. Okay, 15 of those. You're going to get 15 of these. Now, this is the equivalent of a 0.4 wire as well, so they're very, very versatile if you're wanting to do wire wrapping, because you don't actually get wire in the kit. And then my absolute favourite head pins. Look at these little head pins. Perfect also if you're going to be making little stud earrings. They're so pretty. So, so pretty. Right, the actual contents of the kit, so they're all your findings, 114 findings and a metre of chain. You're going to get 2 lots of the organza ribbon, which is just beautiful. It's lovely to have. You might even not use it in the jewellery. You might. It's just a lovely, it's free. It's freebie. 2 lots of the cord. Let me just get the cord details here for you. So you've got 5 meters of the silver wax cord and then 5 meters of the blue wax cord, 5 meters of each of the ribbon, which is in the baby blue and the blue topaz. You're going to get 50 meters of beading thread, 6 meters clear of blue elastic and 80 meters of monofilament. Look at the colour of the beading thread.
It's lovely,
Hannah,
isn't it?
you have got, oh, this is gorgeous. A large and a small organza gift bag, but here is where it gets scrummy, it gets delicious, it gives you, you are going to be able to make masses of jewellery literally just by using the kit. You don't have to think about anything else, and that's the beauty of the kit. All the thinking's been done for you. Look at all these, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands, and if you have a look on the 2 lots of the blue and the green shell, they're literally packed on to the point, I think particularly with the green, the way they've been put on there, it's almost like getting 2 strands because the way they've been double.
There's no spaces or anything
There's
in between
certainly
them.
no spaces. What a gorgeous kit! What a gorgeous, gorgeous kit. Now, the banded agate, you're going to get 2 lots of this in the turquoisey hue. It's blue banded agate, green banded agate. It's flying out. This is just gorgeous. They're 18 by 13 millimeters each. And they've all got, obviously, the drill holes going through. The green, incidentally, has actually got little knots in between. So if you just want to take the end ones off and put your extender clasp on there and use the ribbon cord ends, you could do. Done. And then you've got the most gorgeous shell. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous shell in terms of the colour. They've gone through a dyeing process. All of these have gone through a dyeing process. They're absolutely beautiful. That dye's not going to come off. It's not going to wear away. It's an integral part of the design of the gemstones once they've gone through that process. And you should actually be looking at almost £40 for this. You've got green top drilled shell pairs, which are 14 by 9. You then also have the white at 13 by 9 and the blue at 13 by 9. It's a stunning, stunning, stunning collection that's very smooth. It's incredibly elegant. There's a real sheen on them. They're beautifully polished. Are you ready? 0800 644 655 24.95 for a kit that is jam-packed full of opportunities. 0800 644 655. Thank you for joining us today. It's not going to be, oh my word, just wait till you see what we've got coming up in today's show to go with it as well. So the Boulder Opal look amazing. Those silver findings that we've done, silver colour findings that we did for the early bird are absolutely amazing. 0800 644 655 and HUGC61. Oh, hug. Oh, that's nice. HUGC61. So, Hannah, have you got some ideas for us, my darling? What are you thinking?
Well, just mix everything up and see what sort of emerges. You know, it's one of those let the kit lead me rather than having a specific thing in mind.
Is there something? Is there a particular strand that you think you'll use first, or is there something that particularly excites you?
I've always liked the banded agates. I think they're lovely.
Yeah, me too.
And I love some of the findings that we've got. So I'll probably have a play with those first, and then mix it up a bit.
Sounds absolutely fabulous. For those of you who are on the phone lines waiting for your call to be answered, it's just imminent. Can I just offer a question? You know that picture of the findings? Please don't be confused. I have no idea why the featherweight head pins at the bottom have got a little bend in them. Oh. Random. They're not. That's I think they just haven't been straightened out, and then they're just been repeated rather than photographed individually, which would be quite a long process when you think how many products we get through in a day. So yours won't be squiggly, they will be straight. Okay, so well done, loads of you getting it there, I'm really chuffed for you. So right now, we're going to go, which one would you like to go to first, Kim? Should we do this one then? I'm going to have to put some hand cream on in a second. I'm getting, do you get that? As soon as the weather changes slightly, do your hands get soft?
Yeah, hands, and also need to wear lip balm as well.
Yeah? Yeah? I know. Do you know what I did last night and through the night? Put the central heating on. Did you have the fire on yesterday? Just to warm up the room. Just to warm it up. Central heating on like this, I couldn't believe it. May! End of May! Central heating. Ridiculous. Don't you think, Mike? How's your flat, Mike?
Right.
Yeah? Is the wardrobe settled in? Is everything going well?
Yeah, I think it's pretty much all there now.
Yeah? Good, good, good. How exciting. Everything is good in the world of Mike's. Right. I know you're feeling, apart from me still struggling with his illness.
Sorry.
You're better than you were, though. You you were so poorly, hon. You look so poorly.
I'm not now. I just got...
It's just on the other side of it.
Yeah.
Just now the remnants. Lovely, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And there, in his salmon pink t-shirt, showing off his physique, Suave Scott is such a puppet. I love him to bits. Right then, should we do this one? Let's do it, let's do it. The colours of these are beautiful, they're just gorgeous. It's a nuggety bundle. I'm with Mark Smith on the show tomorrow. Mark, if you're watching, I'm so excited. I'll send you a text later, darling. This is going to be super low. Now, it's a massive, this is a stash builder. Look at the quantity that we have. Rubbish quantity, great quality. Dreadful that we've only got 30, but we're giving you clearance prices on so many items today. So you have got, within this collection, 2 lots of Aquamarine. Oh, you see, do you know what? I'd just be tempted to just give it a twist. Give it, in the words of Kimberly, give it, why am I calling you Kimberly today? What's the problem? I can't hold this how I want to, but couldn't you just, couldn't you just? With the price that we're going to do this at, you can, and you won't feel, I mean, you can feel incredibly indulgent because you've got opal, Australian opal, neon apatite, and 2 lots of aquamarine. Where's my opal that's not Australian from, please, Kim? Because I've got opal and Australian opal on my list, which seems a bit random. No, it is 2 lots of Australian. I would have thought, yeah, I was going to say, because I don't know anywhere else you'd get that particular hue. It is indeed Australian. The darker strand here, that's your neon apatite. Then you've got 2 strands of the aquamarine and 2 strands of opal. I'm going to... Okay, we've got a lot of you that have just put this in your basket. Yours doesn't come off the screen until you've checked your basket out. So in this instance, folks, if you're watching and it says online that it's sold out, just have a look at the quantity on screen, because unless it's sold, it won't be coming off screen, okay? Unless the checkout has taken place and you've actually paid for it. We're going to go under £30 for all of them. Now, remember, of course, they are genuine gemstones. We are going to be joined by Mark Smith tomorrow, so if you've got any questions about what to do with chips and nuggets, he's the Nugget Man, Mark Smith, the Nugget Man. The Nugget Man. I don't know, that is Elton John. It's supposed to be Rocket Man, and I did Nugget Man. And everyone's now singing it. Yeah, we're all going to have it in our heads now, aren't we? Sorry about that. Okay, there you go. They're all double strands, so really it's the equivalent of 10 strands for those of you who consider them to be like 2. 18 chances, obviously it's going to sell out, obviously it's £17.50 for the lot. And your post and packaging, remember, it's only once all day, 30-day money-back guarantee, £17.50, 0800 644 655. Amazing! What is it, Mike? Oh, don't worry, you can't sing because you've got a sore throat. Don't worry. Now, if everybody on the website who's put this in the basket checks out their baskets, it's all gone. But until that's checked out, look, we're only taking the quantity off and we've got confirmation of purchases. But it could be that somebody calls in right now, confirms the purchase, and then you don't get it in your basket, but everybody on the phone lines gets it. I hope that just made sense. What a cracking show we've got for you today. Thank you. We've got lots of text messages about followers of Kim. As in, when we're saying followers, it's because at the weekend we had people saying that they love Dion's prices. Well, Kim's like, well, they're going to love mine then. Head to head, driving prices even lower. They're at war. So if you are a supporter of Dion, you're a Dionite. If you're a supporter of Kim, you're a... I like Kimberlite. I like the Kimberlite thing. But we've got to have some more options out there. Pardon? Oh, Kim says that's not very inventive, Hannah.
Oh, is it not?
Oh, no. Doesn't she look groomed?
I have one.
Sorry, Mike, he's so cute. Mike, on camera 2's just gone, I have one. Come on, Mike.
A Kimian instead of a minion.
Instead of a minion,
A Kimian.
a Kimian. A Kimian. a minion. What film's that from? Despicable Me. I've not actually seen it, but I know of it.
You'd love it.
Would I?
Yeah.
Is it cute?
Yeah.
Is it a children's film?
Well, it is, yeah, but it's cute.
I love it. I love it already. I haven't seen Frozen yet.
I've not seen all of it. I've seen like the first bit.
Claire's going, I saw it yesterday, it's amazing. I obviously know, let it go, because everybody's been singing that. Are you not a fan of that, Scott?
No, I just didn't understand what the hype of it's all about.
You didn't understand the hype of it?
Yeah.
Do you think it's more of a feminine film?
I don't know, cause I haven't really seen it. I'd probably
Yes.
should actually seen it.
We need to maybe have a group session of watching Frozen. And Claire would also like to let you know, how hunky, Claire would like to let you know, teeth, that she thinks that the snowman is hilarious. I think it's just, I bawl my eyes out every time I watch Snowman. Absolutely bawl my eyes out. Right, we're going to go over and do our first new kit. This is so perfect for, I was going to say, this gorgeous springtime summery weather we're having. It's chucking it down, isn't it? It's going to be what price? There's a hefty old carat weight in here. In fact, 135 carats of the Aventurine and Puffy hearts, 320, so that's 155 carats, and then I must have another carat weight somewhere. 500, oh, do you know what, I've lost it now, haven't I? I need my specs on.
Specs on, yeah.
I know. Well, my prescription needs to change again. I can't wear them, they're giving me a headache. They're getting it all wrong. Oh, I don't know. Right, hang on a second, let me just do my maths. Look at these gemstones. For your gemstones with rose, obviously you can see that you've got rose quartz. It's 265 carats, and then there's 455 carats of green aventurine. So a big old carat weight, and there's my mug. Kim's having a little chuckle. I think some more suggestions are coming in. We'll look at those later. Oh, here we go. I'm coming. From Kim in City, Bristol. Followers of Kim should be called Kimberlinas. Look, from Kim. Kimberlina, tiny little thing. Kimberly. Apparently a lot of people call her Kimberlina.
Oh, well, there you go.
Kimberlina dance. Kimberlina. Do you remember Thumbelina?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, just checking. This is called A Pocket Full of Poses. I like this name. I love this kit. Did you put it together?
I did,
It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Full of poses. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So gorgeous gemstones with rose gold colour findings. Now, rose gold is massive at the moment, and it's 9 carat rose gold plate on here. Now, in terms of what you're getting in the findings pack, you're looking at exactly the same shape and size of findings that you had in the previous one that we just showed to you, but this is in the rose gold plate instead of just the silver colour. Right, beautiful. I love those earrings. In fact, I want one. I'd wear those, but I'm going to wear those other ones for the rest of the show for the next kit. Beautiful. And then this is just gorgeous. These look like little 4-leaf clovers.
Yeah, that's kind of, well, it was one of those things that, you know, when you just look at the gemstones and they sort of just fall how you sort of can imagine the jewellery to look. So it's kind of like, well, how do I get that off of the bead mat and then turn that into something physical that I can then put on a piece of jewellery?
We're going to learn how to do that technique, aren't we? That's gorgeous, because I think you can even take that, make it as a pendant, and for a little good look, maybe if you've got a daughter who's got her exams coming up, it must be GCSE time.
Yeah, there's a lot of exams going on.
Oh, yeah. Oh my word, it just makes me feel all peculiar. Exam season
I hated
and
exams.
Results time.
Yeah.
Oh, I still feel like I'm in the zone. But to have one of those just maybe on a card, and that's the good look, or a little charm if you've got a son, or you've got your granddaughter, or your niece, or your nephew, or somebody who needs just somebody who needs a little bit of look in their life. I think that's a lovely idea. Very simple design, but using the rose gold in between, that rose gold plate works beautifully with this. The chain works really nicely, so you've made a necklace, very prominently chain. Using the toggle clasp on this necklace here, the toggle clasp, but using it as an actual portion for a pendant to drop. That's lovely. Those matching earrings. You've definitely got opportunities for sets, but because of the tonal quality of them, they all really mix and match. We've got loads of people on the phone lines for this. We're going to do this at rock bottom low price, clearance prices left, right and centre. And I can tell you now, no other producer, even Dion, would dare to go this low. We're at war. The Kimberlites, the Kimberlinas against the Dianites. I love it. I've set up this raging price war. It's brilliant. Just going to drive prices down. They are, oh, that's gorgeous. The movement that you've got there, that chain, stunning. And little things like Hannah's done just to pick up design ideas. Just put in details like using your spaces as real accents next to the other parts of the metal. I don't know if that just makes sense. But using the jump ring alongside, yeah, definitely, and having the little stars hanging out. This is beautiful because you get so many head pins now. You can use them and create effectively your own chain and a rosary style chain bracelet. MQGC19, are we ready to rock and roll? You're going to get a whopping saving on this. I'm taking it down to under £20, and we've already established that you're getting way over 500 carats of genuine gemstones. Hannah, what a stunning kit. So you're going to get all of your threading materials. You're going to get 114 findings, a metre of chain, large and a small organza gift bag, 3 strands of genuine gemstones, and all your threading materials, 50 metres of beading thread, 6 metres clear elastic, 80 metres of monofilament. And I am using the terminology 114 findings and a metre of chain instead of 115 findings because I'm very passionate that you can't classify a crimp bead in the same as you can a chain.
Well, yeah, I can see where you're coming from there.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah, I can too. So 19.95. So Hannah, we're going to learn how to do.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I put my hand cream on while you do that?
Not at all, not at all. All you need is 4 of the little hearts and 2 of your ball head pins. And you start off, you just put one of your hearts on and you put it so that the pointed part of your heart comes to the centre. And then you take your round nose pliers, and the idea is you want to try and twist your wire around so that you get a very small loop. So if I can kind of do it like that and just flatten it a bit. Might even be too small. Let's back that up a little bit. Can we see? So we have a little loop. You're trying to make it so that you can only just get the other head pin through that loop. And rather, there we go. So just twist this round. I might use another pair of pliers to hold it actually. So if I just hang on to that little loop and push your wire around to the side, so you kind of get that little bit there. And then you can thread on your other heart, and again you want the point to be in the middle like that, and then you want to trim off some of your excess because you only need about 1 centimetre of the wire sticking out like that. And then using your round nose pliers again, you just twist and make a little spiral, but kind of overlap it so that it doesn't become a big obvious spiral. It just gets really small and close to the bead. It's more to anchor it there rather than to be a feature. Just going to flatten that out a little bit again. And then with the other head pin, again you thread on your little heart with the point towards the middle. Then that goes through the loop you've just made, like that. And then your final one goes on the top, again point to the middle. And then you make a little wrapped loop at the top and attach it to a jump ring, and then that is all there is to it. Very, very simple, and you just make a few of those and use them as little dangles for your necklace.
Gorgeous.
So if I
just lovely. I'm thinking on the front of cards for those of you out there who are crafters and obviously do card making and and bag charms and mobile phone
all sorts
charms.
of things with them. Yeah.
So pretty. I think the connotations of obviously having that 4-leaf clover look and being a symbol of luck, I think that's absolutely beautiful. It is indeed green aventurine. I'll show you the 3 strands again because actually I'm so sorry. I did say that was rose quartz actually. It's actually a pink dyed quartz. But they are faceted, and I hadn't actually cottoned on to the fact that they are graduated in size. So you could, again, just take off the end 2 beads, use the ribbon cord ends, and you've got a ready-made necklace ready to go because we've got the pearl nuts in between. There's the strand then of your big chunky squares. And those cubes are 10mm in diameter. And then those beautiful, delicate little aventurine hearts with that gorgeous silvery undertone. Beautiful, MQGC19. Good luck, everyone. We're going to crack on. That's at just $19.95. Right, we're going to skedaddle over here and leave Hannah to have maybe a chance to start.
Are you all right there?
Yeah. Sorry, I got some electrical tape and a wire stuck to my shoe. That could have been exciting, couldn't it? Right then. Okie dokie. Do you know what? I don't know what's wrong with me today. Kim's going, it's right in front of you, it's in the glass dish. I'm like, it's right, it's because it's Wednesday. Thank you, Scott. Oh, I love it. He's giving me an excuse. I'm like, no, it's not here. That'll be where it is then. Okay, now it's been labelled as a Kumihimo kit. However, I think that's a little bit controversial because you can just use these findings for everything. We're going to have a look at some individual pieces that have been made using this kit base. So, if you have a look, you're going to get these. Now, this is the main part, which really is more Kumihimo based. Okay, because the thing is, they're little domes, and at the top of the dome, you've then got an extra little blob with a hole in it. And that's not very technical. I know I've said it before, but they do make me think of dolls' houses and like little dinner plates, and if you were going to put a little...
Like a cloche.
Yeah, that's the word. A cloche. If anyone was going to know the word, Hannah Osborne was. A cloche. So, the idea is, once you've got your Kumihimo braid, you can actually then just glue it inside, and it keeps all the ends of your braid completely neat and tidy. However, they're absolutely gorgeous as well to be used as the part of, in steampunk jewellery it works really nicely, to be used as the top part of a tassel and have tassels dangling out. They're fab. Now, these are the actual charm parts here, and the idea is you put your braid through one of these, and you can then hang a charm from there. However, they're also really lovely to bake polymer clay inside those and use that part as the part that dangles, that as the charm, opposed to dangling the charm from there, if that makes sense. So you're going to get 4 of those. You're then going to also be getting 4 of the toggle clasps. And they're very simple, perfect for gents cufflinks, these toggle clasps, absolutely perfect. Now, this is the very last in stock, I have to warn you. And the rose gold colour just, oh, it's going to fly out. It goes with everything. Then also, you're on top of everything else, then going to be getting 10 of the oval jump rings. And that's lovely because it just gives you a very different look than obviously the rounds. You can still do them in... we've got most people multi-buying apparently. They are saw cut, so they join together really, really beautifully. Kim's laughing at me because I'm trying to concentrate. I can't get them. I'm trying to pick them up and I can't use my fingers because I've just used my nail oil. It's all going ski-whiff, and they are indeed the oval shape. And they're lovely. They're really, really, really lovely. Okay, this is going to go to a clearance price, please, Kimberly. Kimberlina, tiny little thing. Kimberlina, dance. Kimberlina, drop those prices. Yes. Right, Katie, AZ, 32. Oh, got danglies in. $6.95 for the whole pack. Clearance, take it away. 0800 644 655. Buy. Last in stock. Clearance price. Bulk buy. 0800 644 655. Somebody's just actually texted in to compliment my earrings. They are indeed coming up as part of the next kit. Would you like to see? Don't get me grey hairs in. Aren't they beautiful? Aren't they beautiful? The sheen on there. Oh, do you want to see? Do you want to see them again? Want to see them again? Do you? Aren't they gorgeous? Who saw Coronation Street last night? Did you? I could tell you some fascinating stories about last night. Oh, I could bore you to tears. Kumihimo collection, $6.95. So Tina McIntyre. There's no who done it. We saw who did it. My mate Mark, who plays Rob. Yeah. Morning all, Hannah. Love your sense of style. Kim, great price for the Kumihimo finalists. Can't find the oval shape anywhere else. Elizabeth in Norfolk. Elizabeth, thank you for texting in there. Lovely. I know Hannah's she's just got that, hasn't she? Stepford wife, isn't she? Perfect.
Garden party.
Pardon?
I've been accused of going to the garden party quite often if I wear something like this.
A garden party? I thought you said golf karting. I'm like, what?
Yeah, no.
I think we could quite easily have a garden party here at JewelleryMaker. Got with some little cupcakes and a cup of tea and some fine china, or a big chunky mug and a big slab of blackjack. Right, $6.95. We've got a few more of those remaining. As soon as they've all gone, they're definitely going to go today by the looks of it. Right now though, let's go to our favourite part of the show, your designs on the Wall of Fame. So, we had a little scramble to get here then. Right, first one here. This is beautiful. I love the way that you've presented your pieces. These are great. $2.85. This is from Chloe in Derby. Hello, Chloe. Hi to everyone at Jewellery Maker. It's been a while since I've been able to get a lot of jewellery making done due to ill health problems. Oh, I'm sorry, hun. However, I was finally able to get creating with the masses of chips and nuggets that I bought about a month ago. I decided to mix and match gemstones to make a lot of multi-stranded bracelets and earring sets. JM always keeps me going and cheers me up when I'm poorly, so thank you to all the team for being so wonderful. Fingers crossed for a win, so I won't have to hide this month's bank statement from my boyfriend. Chloe in Derby. Chloe, we hope you're on the mend, hun, and stay tuned because hopefully we can give you lots of giggles. Really, really beautiful. I love the way you presented those on the cards. They look great. $2.85. Good luck.
Okay, this is number 284 and it's beautiful.
Isn't it?
Says, hi all in the JM team. I've been spending so much dosh with the JM lately that I thought I'd better get a Wall of Fame entry in to try and provide a cushion for my inevitable next splurge. This necklace was one that I made last minute when I needed something glamorous to wear in a gala dinner event last Thursday. To spruce up a plain long black spruce up a plain long black dress. It's easy for me to say, isn't it? Put my teeth in. It was a bit of a mashup in terms of inspiration. There's definitely some Gemma Crow in there, as I used memory wire with a V-kink as well as 2 colours of mesh to make the leaves, with her new way of finishing off crimp covers. The black and silver suede cord fringe technique is also one I think I've seen both Gemma and Mark use, and I filled in the back of the necklace with black wire gizmo coils. I think all the techniques work perfectly together, especially the Labradorite drops and black Labradorite beads. I've certainly received lots of compliments and it did the job nicely. All materials except the black suede are from JM. Here's hoping from Debbie in Middlesex. Debbie, that
is stunning. I bet you've
got
loads
makes me think of
of
like a peacock, and that's kind of my thing at the moment. I'm theming my house with peacock coloured stuff.
Nice.
So I need that.
That's gorgeous. That's really gorgeous. You need it in your life. $2.85. Good luck. Now, here is a gemstone I was talking about yesterday. No word of a lie. 286, have a look at this. Good morning all you JM lovelies. Hope you're having a lovely day. Here's my wall of fame for this week. It's a bracelet made using the black lava rock from JM. I have I've whitewashed giving the lovely starry sky look. That's brilliant, what a great idea. Would love to know what you think. Good luck everyone. Still from your friendly JM junkie, Kathy in Leeds. How are you doing, Kathy? Kathy, I think that's a great idea. Really great idea.
What's it
286
whitewashed with?
Yeah, I'd like to know what that. Kathy, if you're watching, could you text in or do a web comment, please, to the studio if you're watching now. What have you whitewashed your lava rock with? That's really fab. 286, good luck.
This is 283. I think it goes that way around. And it says, hi JM, I haven't made anything for a while, but I bought a Larimar ring from Gemporia, so I needed a pendant to go with it. I just wanted a small pendant. I twisted pink and blue and silver wire together and then shaped it around the stone. Best wishes from June in Carlisle.
June, that's really beautiful. Really beautiful.
How nice.
And how lovely to make your own
Yeah,
set like
that's exactly
that.
what I was
well.
going to say.
Oh, great minds. 287.
That's
Lynn and Les Booth in
it?
Selby. This is lovely. Hi there, my husband Les made these leaves with the Primo and mica powder from JM with 0.6 wire, twisted wires and coils made by me. I made the earring findings so that it was a joint effort. We enjoy doing things together when we're on holiday and watch the programme for inspiration. The holiday weekend has been great. Thank you JM, much love from Lynn and Les Booth from Selby in North Yorkshire. That is a stunning piece of jewellery, and how lovely that you made it together. Beautiful. That's a really, really great
lovely,
design.
isn't it?
Yeah, 287, good luck. So we are going to be going to a break, and when we come back after the break, we are going to be bringing you something fiery and fabulous. And in fact, we'll do that as we're doing that as a presenter's pick. Coming up straight after the break, there will be a strand of turquoise that will blow your socks off. We've then also got chrome dioxide, and then we're going to be doing, which one should we do after that? A 3-strand pack of pearls. Oh, clearance price. And if perhaps you want all of this and you don't know how to buy, here's how you can do it.
The fastest way to shop with Jewellery Maker is by going to our website. Just click on the sign up button. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the Watch Live button on the front page. You can also use our Refine tool and narrow down your search. Once you've found an item that you like, just simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day and still only pay 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
We all know having the right tools for the job is important, so we here at Jewellery Maker have designed a toolkit which includes all your essential pliers for jewellery making, including round nose and flat nose pliers, wire cutters, as well as a bead reamer, snips and tweezers. You've got everything you need for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new Jewellery Maker hobby.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Tune into Jewellery Maker on the 27th and 28th of May for our mega clearance hours. Don't miss out on amazing deals, end-of-line offers, last in stock and some crazy low prices. Our clearance hours are from 11 to 12 PM, 4 to 5 PM and 7 to 8 PM. Everything must go, miss it and you'll miss out.
And a very good morning. If you just joined us, did you know that 11 o'clock it will be an incredibly fast, ferocious, furious and ridiculous hour of clearance prices, but we're certainly building up to that by giving you ridiculous prices in the meantime, including this strand of turquoise. Now it's reconstituted turquoise. It's not completely natural. It's been reconstituted, so it's taken natural turquoise and made it look better. But so the properties within it are natural turquoise, it's just not in its initial natural state. I pretty much think of this along the same lines as a shell pearl. Would you say, team? Yeah, so a shell pearl is still a genuine gemstone. It's just had a little bit of help along the way, as has this. Now, but it is beautiful, and it's not fake, and it's not another dyed material, and it's not dyed magnesite, and it's not dyed howlite, and it's certainly not plastic, and it's nothing out there that would, it's turquoise. It is real turquoise. Now, turquoise is incredibly sought after, particularly at the moment, and when Hannah was saying actually that you're loving peacocks and that element, this sort of peacocky colour that you'd associate with turquoise is huge at the moment, and that can really command a very, very high price tag. I was looking and researching turquoise pieces and what big designers are doing with it for you before the show today. And reconstituted turquoise is being used in some of the world's most prolific designers. I haven't got 3, I've got 2, so I can't mention them. Legally, I'd have to mention 3, but I've found 2 that are using really amazing designs using reconstituted turquoise. So by using this, you're on a par in terms of your gemstone choice. It's fabulous. So I actually quite like the idea of doing that. And just wearing it like that. However, I also adore the idea, darlings, of doing this. Turquoise and pearls makes me salivate and palpitate. This is a really long strand. This is an approximate 40 centimetre strand of nuggets, 9 by 9 up to an 11 by 10. 320 carats. So we're going to do a pearl bundle for you imminently at a clearance price. We're going to do, they've only been seen once before, and that was on the late show. They've never been seen on the morning show before. So if you only tend to watch on Freeview in the morning, you won't have ever seen these before. Okay, turquoise is one of those gemstones, especially now it's being used by some of the world's most known designers. You can pay a lot. You can pay a lot. That shape is really contemporary as well. It's going to make some quite lovely, chunky, bit more contemporary feel jewellery. MQP023. Are you ready? You're not going to believe this. You will not believe the price of it. $14.95, and they are big pieces. I would say when you've got your jewellery made, yes, it's reconstituted, but get it valued. We've got a lot of these in stock, hence that ridiculous low price for the gemstone that you're getting. Gloria, Mandy, Sarah, Karen, Alice, Claire, Joanne. I've got, oh my word. Okay, phone lines are now going bonkers. And if, of course, that you are wanting more than one of these, take advantage of more than one of these. Oh yeah, recreate the look of the earrings that I'm wearing. Maybe we're just in silver space. I've got loads of people who are multi-buying on this. I think if you'd just like to see these are from, are we going to do this as the next kit? That'll be the next kit coming up. Gorgeous. In fact, now you've seen the colour element from our next kit, these are going to look gorgeous. This would actually be beautiful as well, alongside those nuggets and chips in the bundle that we'd had on just before as well, that unfortunately it's sold out now. Valerie, well done, and Kay and Catherine, Joe and Alice, Hazel. Free phone number 0800 644 655. Now we've got about a 10-second queue on the phone lines. Don't worry, we do know you're there. Press your option 1. You're answered in the order that you press your option 1. If you have got this in your basket on the website, once again, check out. And it is a stunning look. Yes, we have a clearance coming up at 11 o'clock. And yes, we are building up to it because, my goodness, at $14.95 for this calibre, it is not implying a worth or a value. Do you know what I think the scope for here? Combining the silver findings that we had for the early bird. I'm going to have to take these earrings out because we need to put them on the stand, don't we? 0800 644 655, a free phone number, MQP023, and we've got another text coming in here as well. Thank you, darling. Hi Lucy, love the show. What do you think of Kumihimos? That's from Catherine. I like it. Now, what that actually is, if you've just texted in, is over the weekend we had Dion producing, and there were lots of people saying that they just love Dion's prices, and there were followers of Dion, and they were called them, they're now known as the Dionites. Well, Kim is at war, and then she's like, well, Dion can do prices, I can go even lower, and she's proving that today. So we're trying to find a name for Kim and the followers of Kim. So for Dion, it's the Dionites. For Kim, we've got the Kimmersons, Kimberlinas, or the Kimberlites so far. The Kimberlites, as in the diamond shafts. We're liking that, aren't we? Martha, one of our sales managers, has just walked in, folks, and she's liking Kimberlites. Mike suggested the Kimians. 0800 644 655 14.95. All came back because we were talking about Lady Gaga's followers are her little monsters.
Are they?
Yeah. Now there's another celebrity as well that has followers.
I know one, but I don't know if I can say it on telly.
Okay, why? Rihanna's followers are called the Navy. Okay. The Beliebers, for the Justin Biebers. Taylor Swift's are called the Swifties. Miley Cyrus's are the Smileys. Hi Lucy and all at JM Towers. I bought these turquoise last week. They're absolutely stunning and well worth the money. Love, Marie. Marie, thank you so much for texting in that. There you go. Somebody who's had this exact strand and loved them, so you can buy with absolute confidence. How about the
Kumihimo.
The Kumihimos! I love that. The Kumihimos.
That's good.
The Kumihimos. The Kumihimos. The Dionites and the Kumihimos. The Kumi. I've got issues with Kumihimo as it is the Kumi. The Kumihu. The Kumihumos. The Kumihumos. She's taking note of all of these. She's liking Kumihumo. Yeah, but then I'm gonna have to say it. I have issues with Kumihu. 0800 644 655. MQPO23 320 carats. So for those of you who watched Coronation Street last night, was the killer who you thought was the killer. I know she's not died yet, but we all know that she does die because she's getting written out. So did you see it?
I don't follow it, so I'm a bit
Don't
lost.
follow
Sorry.
If the truth be known, I'm not following it as much as I used to, and I feel bad because, of course, it's my northern roots. But I had to watch it. Is that right? Apparently at the Soap Awards, it was the first time ever that the best soap didn't go to EastEnders or Coronation Street. Went to Hollyoaks.
Really?
Yes. I haven't watched Hollyoaks since I was at high school.
Nor have I.
Claire's been watching it. She said it's been really good. Right then. Which one should we do next? Is this the same strand that I presented the other day? Right, I want to tell you quickly about this because it's the Russian chrome diopside. This is from the exact source. This strand is from the mine that you want to own. If you're going to own chrome diopside from anywhere in the world, you own it from the mine that this has come from. We've got a picture of that mine. It's in the northern region of Siberia, in the Yakutia Mountains. It averages minus 42 degrees, and that is when it's a mineable time. Now, you can only mine there about 3 months of the year. It's that cold. Not like you were going to tell me something about northern Siberia then, Scott. No, okay. He just went. Now, this is going to be the lowest price. Obviously, they're chips. The other strands that we have, they're faceted, but they are averaging between, well, we've got prices on the website from $22.95 up to $44.95. Okay. Chrome diopside is hugely in demand. Chrome diopside is hugely rare, and the main reason being because of the mining conditions. We don't actually know just how much is there because literally mine's, some years it's only been open, it's managed to do about 3.5 months. Some I think it was less than 2 months. It literally depends how easy it is to get to the mines. It can be literally humanly, physically impossible to get there. And when they get there, they're mining using incredibly primitive tools, is literally with pickaxe. Now for every 10 carats that's sourced, only 1 carat will actually make it into the quality that we want to use within jewellery. So for every 10 carats, because quite a lot of the chrome dioxide is quite black, it's quite included. So to get this amazing neon, beautiful, what I consider to be textbook green, and it's completely natural. A lot of people prefer this over Colombian emeralds, which are probably the closest other natural material in the world, would be a Colombian emerald, paying a lot of money. They're amazing. So let's have a look at the picture on the website for you, just to give you an idea for those of you who don't have access to our website. These are the other strands and our prices, which are incredibly, incredibly low. I think there's a negative for showing you that picture and that image, and that is, I don't want you to think that that is implying worth or value. That's Jewellery Maker prices, okay? Are you ready for this? So, it's an 84 centimetre strand, a lot longer than a lot of other strands that we do. It's a green which you just can't compare to anything else. They're flying out the door. We've now got less than 70 of these. Good luck. They are the most beautiful nuggets. This is the last of stock, hence your clearance price, RWXP64. We're going to sell out, folks. Say goodbye to this strand unless it's coming to you. 80 carats. Think of these as accenting little green gemstones. Green can provide the most fabulous and perfect backdrop for so many different colours, because of course it is valued. Oh my word, I have been working with this gemstone for a number of years in different capacities, set in some gold and silver, and I can tell you now, whenever we get chrome dioxide, it's a big deal. It's not a gemstone that you can get just anywhere. It's not a gemstone that you can find on the high street. It's not a gemstone that you can find readily available. This is a gemstone that's incredibly rare, and at £11.95 for a full 84 centimetre strand, you just got to do it. I think it'd be rude not to. 0800 644 655. We've had some amazing reviews, FIFO reviews on our chrome dioxide actually, and I know you've been absolutely loving the natural colour. Pamela, lots of anonymous people, Joanne and Sue and Jennifer and Leslie and Sandra. 0800 644 655. Karen and Nicole, Jane and Yvonne, Joanne and Samantha and Maureen. This is the most, oh yes Kim. We're going to do a 3-strand pearl bundle at a clearance price next. It's newly bundled clearance price. We're not supposed to be doing clearance price. We're building up. 11 o'clock is where it's at today. 11 o'clock we're going to trash prices and sell a lot of items below cost price in our clearance hour. It's going to be really phenomenal. Katy Perry's fans are called the Katy Cats. So how about the Kimmy Kits from Jenny? Jenny, Kim's loving that. The Kimmy Kits. Hi all, due to all the fun and laughs, we enjoy watching the show. How about the comedians? From Maureen. Kim's wetting herself. Laughing, you know what I mean. And then another one. How about follow the Kimdells? I like that. I'm thinking about what I have to say on air. You see, if it was the comedians, it would be follow, 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 follow Kim comedians. Write the theme tune, sing the theme tune. I'm embarrassing myself now, aren't I? I'm quite frankly. Do you know, Charlie, at his tender age of 18 months, my little boy, rolls his eyes at me. He's like, you can even tell he's like, Mummy. Yeah. And sometimes when I ask him to dance, he'll just go, no. And just walks off. I've had enough. But at the same time, he is singing quite a lot. And I've got to say, last night, just because obviously I'm telling my life story, last night I had a little cry of absolute joy because he sang the first few words and intermittent words a Bar black sheep. Oh. And if you've just tuned in, you're watching a horror movie. That was a bit wasn't it? Right, let's do 3 strands of pearls. Oh, I tell you, you've got it all to come with Will. Because Will is, how old's Will now?
About 15.5 months.
Yeah, you see, the next couple of months, it's big changes. Even more exhausting. Take a look at these. Now, this is beautiful. These are just stunning. Now, I do want to say that these have been classified blue, and I absolutely disagree. I think they're most definitely a lilac. Is everyone in agreement with me there? I'm not being colourblind, am I?
No,
these
I'd say
are
lilac
not
too.
blue. They are lilac. I would also like to say that they are an approximate 6 by 5. But they're almost perfect rounds in my eyes. And then we've got these gorgeous more nugget shapes of pearls. Verging pretty much on a baroque, really. They've got a flat side on most of these though, so they're going to work really nicely for hair combs. Work really perfectly if you've got a flat part that can be wire wrapped to the hair comb. And they are 4 up to a 9mm. So 6 by 5 on the lilac, almost perfect rounds, and a 4 up to 9 on the white culture pearl. MTGC26. These are going really, really quickly. Now, pearls, of course, they are your staple essential, your absolute classic. And I would say bulk buy on this offer. If you're a fan of pearls, we're going to such a low price, I would really seriously consider bulk buying on this offer. MTGC26. Now, look at the quantity flying out. Most people, again, are multi-buying. We'll do a price that will knock your socks off. Thank you so much for joining us. Do you know, every day I go, oh, people are watching. 0800 644 655. Staple, classic, essential. We've matched them up with so many items in the show so far today. Look at that combination there. They're coming up for you very shortly. Isn't that just stunning? Don't forget, of course, as well, I've got genuine blue lace agate. Not crazy agate, not crazy lace. The rarest type of agate is coming up in today's show. Beautiful blue lace where the lines, well, I'll tell you more about it when we come to it, and the reason why it's so collectible and you expect to pay more for it. Over half stock's gone. Are you ready? $9.95 for all 3 strands. Can I tell you a little story about Pip, one of our producers? He bought 2 strands of pearls and made 2 bracelets. It was $4.95 a strand of pearls, okay, and he bought some bracelets. Do you know what they were valued at?
No.
I don't know what shape they were, but the pearls were $4.95 for a strand. £300 they were valued at. Yeah, I only found that out yesterday in training.
Where?
Our pearls that were $4.95, he made into bracelets valued at £300. I don't know if it's a sterling silver clasp on there, but still, what's that, pound? Our price is I know. Now, I can't guarantee that if you buy these pearls, you're going to get those valuations, but hey, it's got to be worth a shot, doesn't it?
That's amazing.
It does go to show what I say time and time and time again, and I'll probably get quite boring, but this is not indicative of worth or value. It's not. It's a bargain. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculously low. 0800 644 655. Yeah. He's only ever made 4 pieces of jewellery in his life. These 2 pearl bracelets. I think he's made a macrame piece and a turquoise piece, and he wears the turquoise and the macrame piece, and he'd made the others for his mum. Yeah, valued at £300. Got to be worth a shot, isn't it?
Good son, good lad.
I can't guarantee that if you make these, they're going to be. I can't, but I think it's great to hear valuations. We love to hear your valuations, so keep sending them in. We've got lots of you on the phone line, but we've also got a lot of people with it on their basket. So answered in the order that you press 1. Check out your baskets, and the best of luck to you. Now, we are 45 minutes away from our fast and ferocious, ridiculous clearance hour. So 0800 644 655. Now, we're going to go to a tool. I don't know if you've ever used it. Which one would you want to do first? I do not know how we ever coped without this tool. Okay, we're going to present to you now the Thread Zapper, and honestly, I'm going to tell you that you need it in your life. Seriously, even if you do card making, if you use organza ribbon to wrap around presents, if you do macrame, any braiding, if you use satin cords, if you simply thread, if you use any threading materials of any types, if you do arts and crafts that involve material and threads and cords opposed to just metal, then you need this. Take a look at this and dial, because my word, to say we're competitive is an understatement. Check out this tool, it's fab.
Okay, so the Thread Zapper 2 thread burner works using one AA battery, which you insert in the end and then just twist the base in to secure it. Obviously this tool gets hot, so keep it away from children and mind your fingers. And then this button on the top is your activation button, and you just press it and you can see the smoke comes off when it's hot enough to use. Now you can use this on any nylon based thread, so this is our satin cord. Just threading it through, press the button and away it comes. Equally, we have our waxed cord. Put it through, press the button and away it comes, like that. Or you can use it on the ribbon, and because it has this little gap in here, you've got plenty of space to put the ribbon in. Press the button and just gently drag it through, and it stops any kind of fraying.
How many of you are sat there right now going, how have I not got one of these in my life? How have I not had one? Even to the point the other day, I couldn't find mine because of all the work we're having done in the house at the moment. Oh, it's like a building site, I tell you. But I've just put everything to one side, and all I want to do was wrap some presents. And I use our organza ribbon around tissue paper to wrap gifts. The difference between cutting it or zapping it and having that finish on the ribbon, such a difference. Now I know for a fact that Mark Smith, who's on the show with me tomorrow, loved this and couldn't believe he had been living his life without it when we did it on the show. All you do is literally pop the batteries in, and you'll need one AA battery. Okay, you need one AA battery for this. And this is actually one of our most popular tools. It's just absolutely ludicrously brilliant. You don't need more than one unless you're going to be, perhaps, if you've got a beadery, if you're going to be transporting this around. It gets hot incredibly quickly. That's real time. The battery goes in, that's not being given time to warm up. It gets hot in an instant. If only kettles boil that quickly, hey? So Alison, Anne, Marlene and Carol, it all comes down to tea. Loads of you there. It's one of those tools that, yeah, you'll wonder how you've been without it, because you've just seen there with the satin, you don't need to cut it and then use it to finish it off. That's actually finishing it, ready? So if you're doing pearl knotting, if you've got the knotting tool and it seals it, it gives it a very definitive end. And then have a look at the ribbon, watch, ready? You just hold the button down and you just move it along. 0800 644 655. It is the most genius tool, and if you do want to have a look at price comparisons elsewhere, do so, because it'll make you feel really smug. Free phone number 0800 644 655. It'll make you feel really chuffed. We've got a couple of reviews on this one. We get loads of great reviews. Makes working with satin cord so much easier. Love it. From Stephanie. Thank you so much, Stephanie. It's really great as well if you want to use this before you push your threads through. So if you've got a large hole that a satin cord would go through, then use it. You know when you just need to seal it, you know when you're using threads and they just go a bit frayed at the end after a while, instead of putting nail varnish on it, it just seals it, so you can use it like that as well. I bought this on a whim and was truly impressed on how this achieves perfect finishing. Thank you very much to another reviewer there in London. Free phone number 0800 644 655. Now we started with just over 100 and we're now down to 53. How much do you reckon? Would you be happy with $14.95? Be good, wouldn't it? We are going down. It's only 8:45. None of that absolute, oh, my scissors aren't sharp enough. I've been cutting my nails and now they've gone all blunt and I'm using my fabric scissors and all that. Do you know what? Even if you've got the sharpest, most professional fabric scissors, you will not get, it's the seal as well. Hi all, great show, Jem, I'm very competitive. I paid $17.95 plus $2.95 post and packaging on a well-known crafting channel. Bye from Tracy and Lancashire. Bye Tracy. Thanks for that, hun. $17.95 and you post and packaging on top at $2.99. Well, $8.95 here. One post and packaging price all day at $2.95 all day. I said we were competitive. Thank you very much for texting in that. Really do appreciate it. Our shows only work with you guys being a part of it, and of course you can always text in and send in your web comments, and that's how we know that you're watching. And give us your comments, send us in your opinions, we'd love to hear from you. This is the last of stock. Once this 32 have gone, 31 have gone, I don't know when we're ever going to get this in again. And there's a lot of you with this in your baskets, almost 20 of you. You do need to check out your basket immediately, or you're not going to end up getting it, because we will sell out of this today. It's not due in stock again in the immediate future. It's not in our immediate stock report for what's coming in the next couple of weeks. So if you're wanting to get it, you need it now. We've now got 13 of you with this in your basket. Check it out right now, and we've only got 17 left. If all of you check it out, of course, right, it's going to go, it's going to sell out. So if you want that to be yours at £8.45, take it from somebody who has used this time and time again. You are going to love this. You'll be really cheesed off if you miss out on that, especially if you've put it in your basket and then you forget to check it out. It's going to go. 15 in baskets, 8 left to confirm. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Now, we're going to go on to another tool here. This is genius. Again, it's another tool that you would not be without. If you just, it's so simple to use. It does exactly what it says on the tin. So, do you want to see it in action? Let's see it in action.
This is to demonstrate the wire rounding tool. So first I'm going to cut a piece of our wire, like that, and any piece of wire that's been cut with a pair of pliers will have a slightly sharp edge. So to tidy this up and make it more user-friendly, use the wire rounding tool, which has a small cup file on the end of it, and all you do is insert the tip of your wire into the little cup and twist. And it's a bit like filing your nails down. You just twist around until all the sharp edges have been smoothed out, and you can actually feel when it happens. So you're now ready to use that to make your jewellery with.
Isn't that genius? How many times do you just want to have, perhaps you want a piece of wire purposely exposed, or if you've got a ring and you've got a little, you know, because it's such a danger tool at the end, but it's so good at what it does. You know, if you've got a little prong and you can't get your wire cutters in there and you just want to squeeze it in and there's a little bit that just nicks a bit, just round it off and it stops that. It's perfect. It's a must have tool. So, 0800 644 655. It also means it's a lot easier if you're wanting to do lots of wire and you want to do sprays of them. So say from corsages and you've got some beads on there and then you've just got some fabulous wire spindly bits. You can actually just use the, I don't know why I'm doing it, I could do it like that, you do it like that, wouldn't you? Round off the wire and it stops it poking. Very handy, it saves a lot of time. Jennifer, thanks, Al. Amazing tool from Penny in Hertfordshire. The general consensus is it's a must-have tool. And it does, you don't have to keep filing it down. It is a really must-have tool. In fact, we've got a text come in. Hello, Caroline. I have this and it's wonderful. Not to use a cliche, but I really don't know how I survived without it. Caroline in Maidstone. Caroline, thank you, hun. And I don't think that's cliche, it's just truly fabulous. Morning, ladies. Thanks for a fab 3 days with you. Love my rounding tools. It finishes off the end, so no scratching. From Jane. Jane in Lancashire. Jane's in Blackpool. And that's, of course, Jane, who also used to live in New Zealand, has a house out there, and rented out her house to the the crew of Lord of the Rings for 3 years. How cool is that? Scott's going absolutely...
You know, I'm obsessed with Lord of the Rings.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're obsessed with Lord of the Rings?
Yes, very much.
Are you?
Yeah.
Have you been to the...
No,
have you been to
I
Matamata?
was very close to going to New Zealand this summer.
You were close to go this summer. You do know you can always go and stay with our family in New Zealand, don't you, Scott?
No, that'd be great.
Go and do it. Go and do it. All right, John, is that all right? My father-in-law, he'll have you.
I will hold you to that.
Yeah, no, we've got friends in New Zealand that will be watching live right now because they watch on the internet. And yeah, go over and stay. Yeah, go and stay with my father-in-law and all his ducks. He's got eels. Neil, the eel, who's particularly large. Do you want to get this, by the way? Should we do this? Yeah. And then, yeah, it's only £5.95. Incidental, isn't it? That's why I was just yabbering on. And all the ducks. Now, at the last count, he had 40 ducklings. Yeah, they just keep breeding. Lost control. Fortunately, he's got a lot of land. 0800 644 655 595 WUBD16. Now we are going to look again at the early bird in just a moment, because if you haven't yet got it, you've missed out on an amazing deal. But if you have got it, get another one. 0800 644 655. You can see it in action there, and it just makes a massive difference. WUBD19. Now it can, by the way, it can take you up to a 1.8 for the wire that can go in there. It does also mean that you can twist all of your wires together and round it off together. So if you use your twisting tool and say you've got a 0.25 and you've got a 0.4 and you've got your 0.6 or whatever you want to put together, so you twist it all up, it means that you can, as long as it equals less than 1.8, and then you can put that collection in there and give it a little squiggle around and it'll round it off for you. So it's brilliant for giving you that. It means it's not going to scratch, and it's great for giving you that professional finish. Now if everybody checks out their baskets, it's all gone. But if you've got your phone in your hand and you're on a phone line, press the option 1. If you're answered before somebody checks out the baskets, you're going to have what they thought they were having. I can really smell washing up liquid. It's my nail oil. I'd just like to tell you that. My new nail oil smells like washing up liquid. Don't think I like it. Not a fan. Not a fan. I don't want to smell of washing up liquid.
At least it's, at least it's clean.
Kitchen work.
It's going to remind me of kitchen work.
Kitchen, yeah, of washing up when you get home.
Of washing up?
I don't want to be reminded of having to do chores.
Mike doesn't want to be reminded of doing chores. Would you prefer it if I remove my nail oil so it doesn't remind you of kitchen work? He's saying it makes him think of kitchen work. You don't mind the smell of washing up liquid?
Oh, it smells clean, doesn't it?
Yeah, but there's certain undertones that I don't know. I'm quite fussy about my washing up liquid. Anyway, should we recap the early bird? I want Scott to go and stay with my father-in-law at the Ace and all the ducklings, because when he's over there he can then bring me back loads of things that I like from New Zealand. That's the main reason I want him to go. Okay, let's have a look then at this early bird. You're going to get 2 packs, 2 gorgeous packs, giving you 50 charms. They're referred to as charms, but really they're like accenting and space beads. You can use your Dremel on here as well. You can could you use F colour on these?
Could you use what?
F colour.
Probably.
Can we just call Hannah and confirm that, please? Thank you. That'd be great, wouldn't it? UTGC86. UTGC86. So you've got these gorgeous petals. Oh, you can. Yeah, absolutely, you can use your F colour on them. Fab, loads more scope for that then. So you've got 10 of each shape. These are the rounds, you can see they've already got the 2 little holes in there, so they're almost like connectors, aren't they? And they are 12 millimeters in diameter. I didn't listen to a word you just said then, Kim, by the way, just so you know. What did you say? Okie dokie. 12 minutes, just telling me what's coming up next. 12 millimeter squares. These gorgeous little teardrops. Tears of a clown. Moving on. It's all right, Kim, before your time, darling. And then these gorgeous pear drops. The tear shape are 20.5 by 10.5 millimeters. These gorgeous tear drops. Oh, sorry, this is the tear. This is the larger teardrop at 20.5 by 10.5, and the one I've just shown you with the are a 19 by 10.5. And then the twisted rounds, I'd call them more of a curve myself, 12 by 11. Did you just say this is a triangle? Oh no, that particular type of crisp. Yes, it is that shape, isn't it? 0800 644 655, so 50 in total. Early bird special today, really getting us geared up for our clearance hour that starts in 29 minutes till clearance. £6.95 for 50, working out at approximately 14 pence a charm. It's a bargain. It's an absolute bargain. 0800 644 655. I think they work beautifully actually with the next kit that we've got coming up, which is the silver colour findings. 0800 644 655 down. We also, believe it or not, how many of you got tears of a clown go around your head now? And the Boulder Opal. The ones we've just got. These are fabulous. I ordered the rose gold and I've just ordered these. So well made and incredibly versatile. I just buy them quick. Jill, fabulous, love you. How many have you got? You're gonna get more than one. I think you should. They're great, aren't they? Because that offer doesn't come around every day, does it? Need those in your life, don't you? Need them in life. Right, you need these in your life if you've not yet got yours. We've got a few remaining. It's genuine, completely, totally and utterly natural Boulder Opal. Do you know what? I would love, Drew, my husband's opinion on how much we should be charging or how much he would expect people to pay for just one of these, and I would love to ask him, but currently he is running in the workshop room the Gems Experience. There we go. My husband is the one in the blue shirt furthest left who's got a little bit of a tuft on his hair. He's got a little bit of a sticky up bit just there today. Don't worry, I'll book him in with Lindsay, our hairdresser, really soon. Way overdue a haircut. We all are. Quite frankly, I could put it in a ponytail. We'll get on to it. Get my roots done. Right, 40 carats of Boulder Opal. Life story. They go from a 12 by 9 up to a massively impressive 17 by 12. Now, it's 11 centimetre strand. Obviously, in this instance, it's more about the quantity of the gemstones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 approximately over a guaranteed 40 carats. Now, there is just no way. I don't even know how to explain and put into words how ridiculous and inappropriate this price is. Quite frankly, it is devaluing the gemstone and it is destroying our perceived value, Kim. It's completely destroying our perceived value of the price of opal. Yep. Kim's saying that she's just in a very competitive mood. If Dion can do those low prices, just wait to see what Kimbo can do. Are you ready? I'd buy 10. You just lap them up, and you get your jewellery valued. And what would you use them alongside? Now, can you imagine using that alongside that incredible amethyst that we've had on recently, or the chrome dioxide we had on before, or the beer quartz I've got coming up later? It look great. The opal, the fire opal I've got coming up for you. Free phone number 0800 644 655. I've got my clearance hour starting for you at 11. Can you imagine if we're doing prices like this now? Can you imagine what that hour is going to be like? Kathleen and Sarah, Gillian, and lots of anonymous people multi-buying here. Jeanette and Diane and Nicole and Jane and Sharon and my screen's just gone wobbly. It might be my eyes. Nesta, Stephanie, Linda, Patricia, they are amazing, and just one or two in a design. How about even sewing those onto a piece of jewellery? They're beautiful. Morning, Lucy. I just bought these Julie for the wedding, for wedding jewellery. Love, Mick. Hello, Mick, darling. How are you? Mick and Julie, of course, who are our regular viewers, who are getting married. And I proposed to Julie on behalf of Mick. They're beautiful. They're really beautiful. They have got that bridal element to them. I tell you what, you are going to be blinged up to the nines, Julie, aren't you, at this rate? That'd be a bit kinky, wouldn't it? Kim's just saying she won't need a dress. She can just drape herself with jewellery.
That would be really heavy.
Make a dress out of gemstones. Do you know what? With our prices, I reckon it'd still be so much lower. You could make a whole dress of gemstones. Yeah, pretty heavy. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to move. You'd look good, but you'd have to stand there like a mannequin. Oh, Kim Kardashian first wedding. Controversial. Second wedding. The second wedding, wasn't it? Do you like Kim Kardashian, Scott?
I'm not the biggest fan.
You're not the biggest fan of Kim Kardashian?
No. My sister says she loves keeping up the Kardashians.
Your sister loves keeping up the Kardashians. I do too. How old's your sister?
23.
23. Okay, that's cool. I thought you were going to say 12 or something, and I've got the same time. No, 23. That's cool. I'm just nosy. That's why I like reality programs. I'm just nosy. Sorry. $6.95. We're almost out of stock of these now. They are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, can I give you a heads up on these that are coming up? Now, it's really lovely because you've got silver colour spacer beads in between these as well. These are amazing blue topaz for the price of just, oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Got really rubbish quantity of this. What a pain. Aren't they beautiful? These would look lovely with what you're wearing as well, especially with the pearls.
Yeah, they're stunning actually.
Perfect for your
really
garden
like
tea party image. Now, we're going to go to a brand new kit. Really? We're going to do another under £20 kit. You ready? Should we skedaddle? Should we what babadoo bab or what bamboo? I knew you'd do that. Claire's going, what babadoo bab or what bamboo? We go together. Oh, we're having a bit of a musical morning. I'll be annoying a lot of people out there today. Now, hello, Hannah. Gem heavy pieces. 2 very gemstone heavy necklaces.
Yes, yeah.
2. And this kit's going under £20 and 2 mega gemstone heavy pieces. Now, this has got a real feel good factor, hasn't it? This kit.
Well, yeah, it's lovely, like bright, bold colours, and it's good for the summer. And you could make lots of pieces if you wanted to, but I just fancied being a bit bold with it.
Yeah, beautiful.
Do some heavier ones.
Really beautiful. Simple, elegant designs. Do you know what? This is very Hannah Osborne, isn't it? If any designer would have done this, you can tell it's crisp and pure and very clean. And
apart from my little baby with his fat nappy on. You see him sitting on the floor.
Oh my word. Only a mother.
Well, it could be just a little person
a little
sitting on the
baby
floor.
with a fat nappy. Now, how much? Claire can see a person stood in a tub.
Stood in a tub. I see. I've got the purple bits being the bottom, is the soles of his feet, the yellow being his nappy, and then his arms and his head. Oh, I don't know. It's just my brain.
And now you've got that image in your head. Why don't you buy the kit?
It's cute.
Oh, it's very funny. You've changed.
Oh.
Now, the 3 strands have got a really vibrant tone to them. Really, really vibrant tone. You'll notice actually, so if we start with this piece here, Hannah's really been able to go for a very different tonal quality than she has with the other necklace, where you've literally been able to draw out the pinks and go for a pink and blue feel. And the reason for that is because one of your strands is actually multicoloured. The earrings that I was wearing earlier are a part of this kit. We've now popped them onto the earring stand. So we'll have a look. These are the earrings here. I love those. I really, really love those. Making your own chandelier drops out of a head pin. Just chop the end off. These are gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous earrings. Now, I just have to warn you as well. I did say last week, actually, we were phasing out our star collection of findings. Sorry, the flower collection, and this has got the flower collection. So I would say within the next week, you're probably not going to see this collection again. I adore it because you've got the little flower shepherd hooks within this one. In fact, you've hardly used any findings because you've been so gemstone heavy.
That's the bonus.
So you've made all of this jewellery and then you've still got all those findings left for whatever's left in your stash. Great. So 114 findings and a metre of chain. The gemstones, can I warn you, Kim is demolishing the price of this kit. Nothing's changed in terms of the quality, it's just the price is being driven right down. It's going to be a really, really massive bargain. Now you've got 2 strands of the banded agate, and your banded agate, you've got 1 strand which is 120 carats and they're 12 by 8, and your other strand is 14 millimetres in diameter. So 14 millimetres, you can obviously see these ones here. These are stunning. These are absolutely stunning. And this is where the versatility comes in, because you can look and see, you can see that as a really big multicolour strand, or you can see it as an opportunity to get 3 or 4 of each colour. And so if perhaps you've got some amethyst that you're just lacking in some of the accenting purples, you've even got some pre-90 greens glowing there, some really deep intense blues, bright fuchsia pinks. So yeah, you've got a lot of scope in there. You've got some more delicate pinks as well. A lot of scope of bringing colour into your collection. You don't have to use those all together. So 115 findings, 3 strands of genuine gemstones, all of your threading materials, a large and a small organza gift bag. Your clearance hour starting at 11 o'clock. It's a great day, and your summer breeze makes me feel fine. We should be at just over £34, in fact almost £35 on this, £34.75. However, by using the code on the top of your screen, under £20, Kim, for all of your Kimberlites out there, $19.95, 0800 644 655, obviously not implying a worth or value. 3 strands of genuine gemstones, your threading materials, 115 findings, including a metre of chain, large and small organza gift bags, and a kit that's gorgeous for summer. Really, really, really gorgeous for summer. How about calling us the Kumihimos? I love that. Kumihimos. Who was that from? I didn't catch the name there. Isabel, loving that. All right, Kumihimos. Kumihimo. Hello. It's got to be said like that, apparently. Kim says, Kumihimo. Great, let's do a demo. My reputation of being very serious is going out the window today.
So it's mine with my little baby.
Yeah, there's your, we're going to learn how to do a baby, I was going to say a fat baby in a nappy, but it's a baby in a fat nappy. Yeah. Design. Brilliant.
It didn't actually start off as that, but you know when you see things in anything really, and it's just like, yeah, I saw a little person.
It's fun.
It's good. So I've started off, I've taken quite a long piece of beading thread, probably about a metre, and a little jump ring, which I'm going to thread on to the centre, and then I'm going to take my first gemstone and thread both wires through so that it comes down to meet the jump ring at the bottom there. And then I'm using one of these little flower spacers next, and I'm going to take the wires through in opposite directions through it to anchor them there, like so. Just pull it tight. And this is kind of, it's like his little neck. And then on each wire you thread on your next gemstone. So I'm going for the yellow ones, which become his little fat nappy, or his trousers, or the tub, or whatever. And then on each side you thread on another of the flower spaces. And then with your third yellow gemstone, doesn't have to be yellow, but I've just picked that so you can see what to do. You thread
gorgeous colours, really juicy.
Yeah, they're like quite I think purple and yellow look lovely together. So thread them through in opposite directions and pull it tight, and it makes your little triangle in the middle, like that. And then the next step is just to thread on your purple, so this would be his feet if you were looking at it like a little person. Purple on either side, like that, so you get like a little triangle. If you wanted to, you could use that as sort of a pendant drop instead, carry on making your necklace and attach a wrap loop or something there.
Yeah, nice, yeah.
Which is what it started off, it was going to be.
But instead I went a bit quirky, and I just threaded on that one green, I think, and on this one I'm going to use pink. Yeah. 2
more beads like that, and then thread both of these wires back through the very first gemstone you started with and out through the top. So give it a little wiggle and it should come through like that, and this side also through the same gemstone. So you get quite a few wires through these gemstones, they've got a good drill hole through them. And just pull that out the top too. Pull it tight and you get your little character like that. And then the little jump ring becomes like a little halo or a hat or something. And then I've just attached it to chain. I'm being given a cringe look from Lucy, I'm sorry.
I am the last person in the world who could ever give anybody a cringe look. I am the queen of cringe.
And then all I've done is just attach a
it's
piece
very
of
different from you, very
It
glamorous.
is.
It's fun.
Well, so you saw what it was going to be, and then
yeah, no, it gives you the opportunity to see a threading technique. Yeah, no, it's fun. It's really fun. It's lovely, really lovely, and with those great vibrant colours. 0800 644 655. The whole contents of the kit. $19.95. Of course, you do get all of your findings as well as the image there. Now, are you having a second to do anything for the challenge yet?
Yes, I've started sort of doing bits, but not a great deal.
Colours look amazing together. We'll review that challenge kit shortly as well. Okay. Can we do the topaz first? Because I literally, it's brand spanking new. I adore it. Now, Scott, just before you pop through there, darling, is there another black board around, please? Yes. There's the one just there. Could I grab that one? Thank you. Now, this is a really, really, really lovely colour. It's subtle, but it's lovely. Thank you very much, darling. Okay. Have a look at these. Now, they're almost, they're topaz, but they've almost got an aquamarine hue to them. They're a natural blue of topaz, and it's African topaz. So, African topaz, I think when you compare it to other sources, has a really lovely, it's like got a very gentle sparkle to it. It's very feminine without being bling. Have a look at this. LO-RU56. 90 carats now. They go from a 4x2 up to an 8x3. It's a 30cm strand, but you can have a look in between. You have got these little silver colour spacer beads as well. So that's going to be a great little accent and little asset to your stash. We've got a lot of people on the phone lines now. Topaz, of course, is an incredibly sought after gemstone. It's a gemstone that's, I think it's great if you want to make funky or classic jewellery with the way that it just has this, it's got this lovely, it's hard to explain it, it's like a delicate scintillation that happens, and it glows and it sparkles without it being blink. So for that reason, I do find it incredibly versatile gemstone. Hannah, if you were given this strand and you could put it with anything, you could do anything that you like with it, what would you be thinking?
I'd probably definitely go for some pearls with it, maybe some fast 2 clear quartz or something, and then just get some something metallic in between. So I don't know if it'd go with the rose gold maybe, but silver's definitely lovely. But you could mix it up, make something really kind of sort of ice maiden beautiful. Yeah.
Frozen.
Frozen. There you go.
Anyway. I wasn't the worst end, honestly. No, really I was. LORU56. Look at that glow. That beautiful. There's almost a definite element of a bridal opportunity, isn't there, as well? Four by 2 up to an 8 by 3. Oh, 800 644. Do you know what? I'm not saying a great deal, am I? Because it's just flying out. Are you ready? You can use your Visa, you can use your MasterCard. It's completely natural topaz. What have you seen price-wise? What prices have you seen for a pair of stud topaz earrings? Congratulations, loads of you guessing it. The phone lines are going bonkers. 0800 644 655. Topaz at this carat weight at that price. Good luck, everyone. We do indeed have our clearance hour coming up for you at 11 o'clock. LORU56. Free phone number 0800 644 655. Genuine topaz. We've got a pair of sterling silver plain topaz studs, £69 being found, $29.99. We're looking at stud earrings, so you could literally take some of our 925 sterling silver findings, make your own stud earrings. 24 karat gold ones for $24.95. That's incredibly good. Where's that? Really? That's incredibly good. But we're talking about 2 stones. How many have you got here? Masses and masses and masses. Free phone number 0800 644 655. We'll leave that one with you, but right now we're going to go over and see some more entries for this week's Wall of Fame. Can I just say I love the way that our floor manager Scott counts us in, because he'll go 3, 2.
It's all 007 though.
Oh, is it 007? I thought it was Ricky Gervais. Right. Hannah, would you like to take it away?
Okay, yeah, so this is number 288. And it says, here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's a quartet of pendants I recently made from all items from JM. I think I must be a Dion friend, as I love blue. So, so what she is? She's Dionite.
She's a Dionite.
Okay, a blue druzy, blue sapphire, and a blue agate. Blue druzy, blue sapphire, blue agate pendants, all wrapped with coloured wires by me, Lisa. And my mum made the beautiful cameo with polymer from JM, so I wrapped it with wire for her. Hoping for a win this week to buy more beautiful, stunning products from JM. I'm not sure where she's from, but it's Lisa, we like to say the full name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lisa Dalby. Don't know where you're from, sweetie.
Gorgeous, Lisa. Really, really
Sorry,
gorgeous.
I didn't read that very well, but yeah, lovely stuff.
Good luck to you. And really beautiful pendant here. Some lovely wire work here. This is from Jill. Hello, Jill in Briery Hill. Morning all. My entry for the Wall of Fame is a beautiful pear-shaped rose quartz wrapped with 1mm silver-plated wire. I made this for a friend who does Reiki healing and uses crystals and gemstones. Hope to have some luck in the draw this week, because you have so many tempting goodies. What a lovely idea. What a lovely idea, because of course rose quartz is a gemstone of friendship. And for somebody who does crystal healing, couldn't have chosen a better gemstone as rose quartz. So 291, good luck.
Okay, so this is 289. And it says, here's my latest entry to the Wall of Fame. I got this stunning lemon quartz in one of the bead scoops a few weeks ago. I still haven't managed to do a proper claw setting yet, but I've been practicing with my wire wrapping. Wire from JM2, of course, and looking forward to visiting on the 1st of June for the Sunday experience. From Pamela Whitenet. Not sure where you're from again. Very nice.
Really gorgeous. That's incredibly clear, isn't it?
It is.
You've done that justice beautifully. It's lovely. Choice of colours of wire. Great. Really
Brilliant.
fab.
Love it.
And final one for now. These are amazing. 292. This is from Nan Smiley, I think it says. It says, hi all at Gemstones, my first attempt at polymer clay. Wow. I made these and haven't a clue what to do with them. The ring I feel is rather high, but maybe on someone else's hand. It'd work on someone else's hand. However, I'm quite pleased with myself and I didn't think I'd be able to do anything like that. I bought the clay for my granddaughter, but she may not get it now. Hoping for a win, but with my luck, I couldn't win an argument with myself. Oh, best wishes to all. None, Smiley. Oh, hun, they're gorgeous. I wonder if you've done cake making, because they've got that sort of incredible finesse to them. They're
far
gorgeous.
too good to be just a one-off.
Absolutely. Yeah. Definitely with your sort of lily shapes for pendants or earrings, they'd be gorgeous. But with the larger one, how about attaching a brooch back onto it? I think that would really work. What do you think?
Yeah, scarf pin or something.
Yeah, gorgeous, yeah. 292. And then the final one for now.
Okie doke. It's
Beautiful.
290.
Stunning.
And it says, hi JM, very simple design this week, my lovelies, but I wanted to show you brand new Jewellery Maker viewers that there are easy peasy designs to get you started on this path of obsession and gemstone madness. Here's my rose gold overlay heart chain bracelet with morganite dangle. Hope you're all having a fabulous long weekend despite the dreary grey weather. Hugs from Georgina, whom almost everyone calls Gem. So I've heard of this person before then. So, Gem Hawks.
Gem, that is absolutely gorgeous, hun. Really, really gorgeous.
Lovely.
Best of luck. You are 290. Right. It's coming up at 12 o'clock. I'm going to be doing the Fire Opal as my presenter's pick for you. But in the meantime, and that Fire Opal has got to be some of the best we've ever had.
Lovely,
it is
isn't it?
so stunning. Absolutely stunning. We are going to go to a very short break because we're going to get set up. Are we ready to rock and roll? Get your credit card at the ready. You are going to shop. The offers are ludicrous. It's clearance on the other side of this.
Tune in to Jewellery Maker on the 27th and 28th of May for our mega clearance hours. Don't miss out on amazing deals, end-of-line offers, last in stock and some crazy low prices. Our clearance hours are from 11 to 12 p.m, 4 to 5 p.m and 7 to 8 p.m. Everything must go. Miss it and you'll miss out.
If you're new to jewellery making and want to learn all the essential techniques, then this is the perfect workshop for you. Join experienced resident designer Linda and learn how to get to grips with this addictive hobby. Learn how to create necklaces, earrings and bracelets with genuine gemstones. You will also have the opportunity to try a range of jewellery making mediums for beginners, including wirework, macrame and kumihimo. The full course includes a wide selection of gemstones and findings, threading materials, 0.4 and 0.8 silver-plated wire, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studio and our museum, and a visit to our shop. All of this for just £59.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Start your new hobby today with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Get involved with Jewellery Maker by sending the studio a message during our live hours. You can send a text to 60777 and start your message with JM Studio, or alternatively, go to our website and click on Watch the Live Show, simply type your message into the box and press send. Make sure you stay tuned in case your message is read out. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker. I'm so excited for you for the next clearance section. Well, this clearance section. We would love you to text in. And we want you to be texting in. This next hour we'll be going through, I will guarantee, I will promise you, even though we might have a bit of a gas back in between, might do a few texts, I promise you we will get through every item that we have been given for this clearance section. I promise you. So don't worry, and if anything, oh really? Loads of surprises. I don't know, it looks like I'm milking a cow. I actually know one. Why did I just do that? I haven't got a clue. Not that you'd milk, you can tell I've not milked a cow, can't you? Because obviously you wouldn't be doing it like that. Right, should we get on? Should we crack on? We'd love to hear from you. Just let us know what you're thinking of the show. If you hate it, that's fine. Claire's just gone, let us know, because we've been singing that song from Frozen. It's doing my little head in.
It's amazing.
It is amazing, but my goodness, I'm hearing it all the time, aren't you? But it is fab. Do you want to give us a rendition, Kaz?
No.
No, she really doesn't. Right, shall we start our clearance? Okay. We're going to crash bang and a wallop straight into clearance now. I can guarantee everything that you're seeing on screen, we are going to be going under staff cost prices, loads of them we couldn't even dream about rebuying them in for. We're going to literally, what's happened is, all the time obviously, we have new stock arriving all the time. When we get stock, it's allocated a position in the warehouse. And that is the position until it sells out. So if we might have 300 of something, we might have 5 left, and it's taking up the same. So we've got some lower stock quantities, we've got some major stock quantities of stock, I'll be really honest with you, that we didn't even know we'd have. You will see a couple of things that have never even been to air before. But we have a system that once it comes into the building, it gets given a code. And once that code reaches a certain age, it automatically goes onto our clearance list. It is amazing. We've got massive bundles, but the first one is the Gemstone of Sunshine. We are going to kickstart our clearance with beautiful, really great quality, incredibly clear citrine, natural Brazilian citrine. Completely natural Brazilian citrine, 8mm. Now these are lovely, just literally restranded with a little gold jump ring in between. I think they look sensational. Perhaps even make your own rosary chain. They're stunning. BP GP17, we could not re-buy these into the company at the current mining prices for the price that you're going to get the whole strand for. We don't get a lot of citrine in. We don't get a lot of citrine at all. This is so incredibly clear that it will be affected by what colour strand you decide to put through. So if you decide to go for a completely clear one, you're just going to get a very subtle golden element. I do think this would look amazing with our final kit that we're going to be bringing to you in today's show, just to warn you as well. So free phone number 0800 644 655. Its usual price is $19.95. It's premium quality citrine, really due to the fact that it's natural. We don't see a lot of natural citrine. Citrine is usually heat treated at least to draw out that natural colour. You get to see that incredible richness of colour. It's completely natural. It's exceptionally clear. That was the previous price. Let's do a sale price on it, a clearance price on this. Good luck, everyone. It's going straight down to £11.95. Just so you know, Hannah, staff cost is $14.95. $11.95. We know for a fact that our guest designers, we know for a fact that other presenters and other people in the company are watching these clearance sections. If you are shopping online, make sure you're checking out your basket. £11.95 on really fabulous quality citrine. The clarity and the colour is amazing. Kim, you know you said that we had a strand at that ridiculous low price? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah? How many have we got? And just repeat the price for me again. Yeah. No, just do it straight away at the lowest. Straight away. We're going to do this. for $3.95, folks. We've got to bring the price in. It's currently in the system at $4.95 at a clearance price. $3.95 for multicolour bamboo leaf genuine Jasper 12mm puffy coins. I have got the right strand here, haven't I? $3.95. $3.95. This is clearance, folks. $3.95. 0800 644 655. £3.95, 175 carats. These are bamboo leaf Jasper puffy coins, 12mm in diameter. Obviously, this is going to sell out. And if you want more than one, buy 3. Don't just put it in your basket. You must check out. I've got, no, okay, apparently I've got a problem. Same with the previous strand as well. Masses of you are literally just putting it in your basket and trying to say, oh, well, you're gonna, if you put this in your basket and you don't check it out, you're not gonna grab it. You're not gonna get it, because at $3.90 the phone lines have gone absolutely potty. We're looking at a genuine gemstone strand of gemstones, Well done, Lucy. 175 carats for $3.95. It's no wonder that somebody in Greater London has just bought 5. Most people are buying 2. You can just buy 1. Hello to anonymous person there in Spain. Would you like a hand delivery? $3.95. Cass, do you fancy a trip out to Spain and we'll just take the jewellery out? Yeah, you post and packaging, just turn it into a flight price. We'll be there. Next one. Yeah, number 1, Snowflake Obsidian. Okay, Snowflake Obsidian here, 3-strand bundle, clearance price coming up. Excuse me. Now you've got circles, puffy pear drops, and then twisted ovals. These are just stunning. Now, Snowflake Obsidian is an incredible gemstone that you will never, ever get 2 the same. You will never get 2 Snowflake Obsidian the same. They are literally fingerprints of nature. 420 carats. Now, the flat coins are 12mm. The pairs are 18 by 13, and the wavy ovals are an 18 by 13. They're all 38 centimetres in their length. These were just some black. When did we last have any plain black agate on the show? That's something we need to get, isn't it? Oh, I'll tell you, we've got some stunning things coming up. Look at that. Now, Snowflake Obsidian is quite an amazing gemstone in the world of crystal healing. Barry Wiggins, who is is basically Steve's PA, swears absolutely, and I can't guarantee it, this is his point of view, but swears by using, he always carries around Snowflake Obsidian, and ever since his back, he has less pain in his back, and when he doesn't carry it, it hurts. He says, can't guarantee it, but in the world of crystal healing, there is a belief system there. It's an incredibly powerful healing gemstone. It's got to be worth a try, hasn't it? This is going to be lower than the price of going to visit a chiropractor. 0800 644 655. Now, 20 of these bundles have already gone. Again, going way below the price they should be at. 18 by 13mm on your pear cut. Flat coins at 12mm and 18 by 13 on the wavy ovals. Each of those strands going under £7 a strand. Remember, these are genuine gemstones caused when the ash is falling from the volcanic eruptions and then settling within the gemstones and then literally almost giving you this fossil image. When you start to look sort of gemologically at how this is formed, it is truly, truly fascinating. And it's believed actually that we could be looking at billions of years for the next lot. I could go into it. We haven't got enough time for me to go into it, but basically the current gemstones that we have coming out of the earth at the moment, it's going to take a few billion years for them to be able to be found again, if that makes sense. I'm not making any sense. Let me just tell you something quickly. So you've got the earth's surface. Now, what's at the earth's surface didn't used to be on the earth's surface. A lot of it used to be really in the center of the earth, and it's come up through volcanoes And as that's happening and it's getting pushed down, that pressure then causes lots of different gemstones. So where we're mining at the moment, once that has gone, because of that process, it's like that, it's going to take about another 3 billion years. Isn't that fascinating? Isn't that cool? Did that make sense? Yeah. I'm quite liking that demo. I'm trying to, Steve did a pencil drawing of it and that's my hand version. Pardon? Am I a geologist? A gemologist and a geologist? Well, I've got certain qualifications. Well, I think hand puppetry is probably one of my higher skills. Thank you very much. Right, should we move on? Oh no, we haven't even... It's almost gone. Should be at £21 and it's at £14. Scott, you're an absolute legend. That's a stunking cup of tea. Thank you very much. £14, 0800 644 655. The quantities are flying. Way over half the stock has gone. I've got clearance coming up on Pyrite very shortly. I'll be doing clearance price on rose quartz. Let us know your thoughts on how you think the clearance prices are going today. We're getting lots of people saying they're loving it. Really fab. And did you like my little demo? Did you like that? I always know when I made an absolute fool of myself because Cass sort of was like, she does this really definitive laugh that means cringe, Lucy, just awful. Yeah. Okay, they're going to sell out. We're going to move on to a Pyrite bundle. This is fab. Really, 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 really fabulous. Now, one of them I can't actually stretch out because of the way that it's been bundled. This is, it's like a brushed finish on the Pyrite compared to the others. I'll show you the others in just a moment so you compare for yourself. Now, there's 760 carats. This is completely natural Pyrite and there's no coating. A lot of our Pyrite recently has had rainbow coating, or it's had a metallic coating applied to it, or it's gone through a really high heat treatment to bring out this sort of rainbow effect on the surface layer. This has been left completely natural other than being highly polished and cut. So you've got 3 different shapes and sizes in this bundle. First of all, the rounds, and they are lovely. They're a little bit more, I would say these are really antique-y. They would look lovely with pearls, wouldn't they? Let me show you those pearls alongside what we did earlier. Don't you think that has a lovely antique-y feel? Now they are plain rounds and they're an unusual size for us. They're a 7mm. You'll know if you're regular viewers, we usually do either a 6 or an 8, so a 7mm on those. You've then got these, can you see the difference? These have been a bit more buffed and these are just really, really, really highly polished. These almost remind me of an antique mirror feel. And then this highly polished Pyrite giving a really beautiful, true spark, what you'd expect from a sparkly Pyrite. And they are the coins at 10mm, that's a 38cm strand. It's a 30cm strand for the rounds, 38cm on the coins, and then you've got these gorgeous drops. I absolutely adore those. Now these are really lovely on the ends of designs, almost if you picture where you would like the image of a wax Y cone and the points on the ends of each of the necklaces, I think on the ends of your strands. I think these are really, really lovely. They give a really nice feel. I think Linda did a tie design using these, actually literally making a beaded tie to wear with a suit for a lady for an evening dinner, or a sparkly bow tie for a brooch, something. These really do make really nice bows, this shape. You really do need to be checking out your basket. And again, a fantastic saving on this. It's called Metallic Moments, so it's a 3-strand collection, 760 carats of the Pyrite, various shapes. Obviously, Pyrite is a gemstone that really dates back to the time of antiquity. Immediately, I associate it with lapis lazuli because lapis is the gemstone where the properties of Pyrite are found. A lot of people know this gemstone as a fool's gold, and to be honest, fool's gold is usually found in more nugget forms and probably a bit more of this buff down quality that you're seeing from the 7mm rounds, but you've got the 2 highly polished in there as well. CTGC14. Now you should be looking at £24.35 every day of the week. We're doing a clearance, again, going below anywhere that we should ever go. £14 for all 3 strands. It's amazing value for money. 0800 644 655. 555, and I tell you, it's very funny. I'm not going to name names, but we've got a lot of our designers buying these bundles up. 0800 644 655. It's going way below staff cost. Obviously, they don't buy the gemstones that they use for demos, but they can come and take advantage of a staff discount here for the jewellery that they're selling outside of Jewellery Maker, and we're going below staff cost. Our staff cost is, the only thing is with clearance, right, because our prices are so low anyway, the difference of 50p can send something below cost. Because we work on very, very, very small margins and profit margins here at Jewellery Maker, because we work on, which is how we bring such great prices, but we work on really, really small margins, but we are able to do big turnover. So the difference is, if you go to a small bead shop, chances are they're going to sell 3 of one strand in a day when we could sell 300. So it means that we can bring our prices. I don't know why I'm doing this demo. Lord. Right, let's go to another one. Oh, I tell you, between this and this today, I'm coming up with a new Lucy language, new Lucy signing, aren't I? Which one, sorry, hun? Oh, now this is really pretty. These are really, really, really pretty. They are faceted, they sparkle, they're elegant, they're fresh, they're feminine, they're pretty. And I would like you to think about, let's have a look at this strand first, and then I think the next strand has got a bit of a wow factor. I'm being slightly distracted at the moment. Can we show yeah, my husband's trying to distract me and it is working. The workshop, there we go. Yeah, can you wave everybody, you're on telly. There you go. Poor Drew, we didn't have the best of nights, bless him. He's absolutely shattered. He built our new bedroom wardrobes yesterday, and then Charlie was teething in the night. It's in a cracking 24 hours, but he's going strong. And that's the Gems experience. So if you would like to come to the studios, and obviously we run all the Jewellery Maker workshops, but if you'd like to come to the studios and learn more about the gemstones and the formations of gems, things that we're all knowledgeable about here, we just don't have time on screen to talk about. We do offer a 2-day course, and you can stay over in a hotel and you get a lovely meal and you get a lovely lunch and you get to experience the museum, but really learn a lot more about the company of Gemporia and how we work as a team, but really learn about the gemstones and all the mines. And it's mainly run by my husband Drew, who is very handsome. He's incredibly knowledgeable, and it looks like it's somebody's birthday in there as well, so happy birthday to whoever that is, and we'll pop him and see them a bit later. So this is a really, 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 really stunning strand. So you've got that really beautiful delicate quality of the faceting. So there's the amethyst. Now it's Brazilian amethyst. Am I right in thinking that's completely natural? It's a very delicate lilac tone, and you're looking at about 94 facets on each of those, totally natural. And then look at this. Now then, this is a multicoloured quartz strand. Remember, amethyst is a part of the quartz family. I think we've definitely gone through a dyeing process on these here, but then potentially natural on the pink. I'll just check that for you actually. And they're 10mm on all of these as well. Delicate pink quartz. Is it classified as a rose quartz there, Kim? Yep, a rose quartz. A very delicate blue hue, and then that deep, rich citrine. And we've gone through a dyeing process on this citrine and on the blue for those. They're absolutely stunning. I would say for me, as I look at this strand, I wouldn't be using all these colours together, and I would be drawing out this colour, and I'd probably be using it alongside some smoky quartz or even beer quartz coming up later, or even the citrine we featured earlier. But when you look at these strands, you've got lots of opportunity of different colour groupings and different colour pathways that you could go down. Free phone number 0800 644 655. The code is FHGC93. 10mm in diameter, and we're going to do 2 strands. Now this is a clearance price, $9.95 for the 2. Yeah! In the words of Kim, for all of you Kimberlites, you Kimians, your Kimberlinas, and all the other suggestions we've had for the following of Kim's work. In her words, boom! 0800 644 655. Amazing, amazing value for money. Again, not implying a word or value at all. We're destroying these prices. $9.95. We really do need. I've got a message from Kim to all of you is please check out your baskets, because we've got loads of people missing out. We've got 15 people with this in their baskets, and we've got more people on the phone line. So some people are going to miss out along the way who want it. It's on a first purchase, first serve basis. 0800 644 655. Now I do have if I could do a warning, I'd do that now. Should we do it, Hannah?
Yeah, do
ready?
it.
Ready? You can do it with me?
Is it? We're just doing do. Yeah.
Yeah, ready? Do. Somebody's reversing. Thank you, Claire. It's supposed to be a warning that we're going to do something really special. Okay. Oh. This is impeccable Labradorite. Isn't that just gorgeous? Now, obviously, when you see this at home, depending on how you're setting it, you're going to see it. The studio lights never do this gemstone justice. $160 carats. We're not slashing the price of it. We're not taking it to a clearance price for any other reason than someone has made. Oh my word! Do you know what? I am experiencing something with this strand I don't usually experience with Labradorite. You know, you get the external schiller. I'm seeing internal. Can you see that? That is inside the gemstone. This is spectacular. This is really fab. It was forgotten about. That code has not been used. Well, we don't. When was the last time this was on air, Kim? Months ago. It was launched. The launch date of this strand was the 9th of May 2013. Time it goes into a clearance, really, isn't it? It just hasn't had the opportunity to sell. It hasn't been brought to air. It's not any fault of the strand, but it really definitely qualifies. 9th of May last year, this was launched. It's going to a clearance price. And just look, that's inside the gem. It almost looks like it's got gilding flakes in there. This is stunning. Now, it was launched at an introductory low price of $14.95. Are we going to honour the introductory price? No, $14.95, and then $11.95 would be a great clearance price. You're watching a clearance. We really need to wow you, otherwise you're just going to feel really cheesed off and disappointed. There's just no way that is a $9.95 strand. It is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You've got something really special there. And again, you've got your 30. I just love the fact it's got internal schiller. Amazing. Amazing. Got loads of you with this in your baskets. Loads of you. You're going to just, I think this is one of those strands that when you get it home, you're just going to sit and play and find out the best angle and for each of those stones. They're just beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. Every single one gives you something different. You've got some which have got like this one here. It's not coming across on your TV screen, but at some angles this is looking really internally pink. Really, really pink, almost sort of rubellite pink. That's amazing. That's amazing. Well done for getting that one. That's gorgeous. Are we going to trash the price of it? And what price are you doing? Kim, would you like to cough louder in my ear, darling? It's all right. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'm just going to turn the volume of my talk back down. I'm turning it off. I'm going to turn it off. Yeah, I'm going to catch a cough through my earpiece. Do you know what? This is just going to be a phenomenal price to get. These are great for soutache. If you're wanting to do a slightly smaller style of soutache, obviously you've got a great shape to work around. Great shape for rings. Now this colour of quartzite, sorry, I'm calling it quartzite, aventurine. Orange aventurine. Oh, look, have you ever used it with pink moonstone? Orange aventurine. Or it's lovely. It's really, really lovely. I think this would look amazing with some smoky quartz as well. Don't you? Go for chocolate browns, but go for copper wire, antique bronze wire. You've even got that gorgeous internal sparkle. Go on, Hannah, you're gazing at these. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm just thinking, is it Fire Opal you've got later?
Yeah.
I was thinking that they would go very nicely together.
Doesn't it? Yes. Go on, design-wise, what are you thinking?
Gosh, you could do all sorts of things, couldn't you? You could have a pretty bracelet and then perhaps separate the colours of the opal with it and then intersperse it with the pear drop shapes.
Beautiful. Pear drops are lovely for pendants as well,
yeah.
Especially with the findings, the new toggle that we've got a good pair.
Because
now they
the drop,
fit really nicely around there. Would form a really lovely
fit
frame.
Inside, yeah.
Yeah, I think it would.
It probably would.
Yeah, definitely it would. Have we got one handy?
I'm just wondering that. Have I got a? I think I've got a different. Oh no, I have there. Try that.
I'm saying definitely would, and I'm looking at it, I'm not quite sure. That's why I wanted to show. Thank you. Do you know what? It would be a really snug little frame.
You could wire wrap it in, couldn't you?
Absolutely. Beautiful. Really beautiful. Right, oh yeah, that's not your price. I'll pass that back over to you there. Thank you. So $9.95 is not your price. $6.45. $6.45, and they are great for soutache. They're going to be great for, I'm just thinking, oh, you see, they'd also be really lovely with some of the scale mail discs that we have in the copper colour, wouldn't they? Beautiful to then wire wrap some leaves. I can see a piece over there that would just be gorgeous. Mike, would you mind passing me, sorry, thank you, that piece just on the second shelf in the copper wire? Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Now, if you're a fan of using these colours in copper wire, there's definitely scope for bringing in that gemstone into that colour combination, isn't there? That's Karen's necklace from the Talks DVD, the gorgeous Karen Crawford. She's fabulous, isn't she? 0800 644 655. Have you just got a text in, Kim? Is it naughty? Oh, we can't show it. I thought she went, oh no, I can't show it just yet. I was like, oh, is it not nice? No, it's just we can't physically show it when the quantity is going out. That's almost gone now. Okay. Thank you very much, Mike, you little gem. Hey, see what I did there? Okay, box number 6. Oh, now this is fab, this is fab, this is fab. You wouldn't necessarily You wouldn't necessarily use all of these together, but my word, what a whopper of a bundle. Cloudy quartz, multicoloured quartz and sodalite. Absolutely, the reason this has been put together is you are going to get a ridiculous low price. 12mm on the sodalite, 10mm on the crackle quartz and 10mm on the cloudy quartz. Now I do have to warn you that everything that we've shown to you so far in this clearance has categorically 1,000,000,000% sold out. Okay, it's all sold out so far. I know this is going to sell out. I'm thinking the grey and the blue, gorgeous sort of stormy, stormy skies. That cashmere grey goes with everything, doesn't it? Very on trend at the moment, very on trend. Right. Do you want me to have a stern word, Kim? Right, Kim, do you want to come out and have the stern word? No. Come on, Kim. Kim, you won't just start coughing. Come on. Let the Kim meet the Kimberlites. Come on. She's saying she's too shy to come on screen. Mike, do you want to have a stern word?
What? Why people should buy it?
No, about the not checking out of baskets, because Kim's getting really irate.
You always need to check them out. Because until you've checked out your baskets, it's not yours.
Mike, without breathing on me and your germs, would you like to just quickly come and tell the viewers? We're going to have to get the price on screen. It's for all three. Mike, it should be £21. Mike is speaking on behalf of Kim. Don't breathe on me.
Just all it is until you've checked out your basket, whatever you've put in there isn't yours. When you check out the basket, it becomes yours and then we'll send it out. So yeah, it's kind of like that famous website allows you to create a wish list. It's like a wish list until you buy it, because you know it's just on the internet until you've checked it out, basically. Anyway, thanks.
Thank you, Mike. And I wasn't being rude. It's just I'm going away at the weekend and I can't be ill.
No.
So I just don't want to breathe in his germs.
I'm probably not contagious by now, though.
You don't think you're contagious by now? No. To be honest, we were working together when you started to get ill, so I was going to get it. Then, if any time. Marvellous. I'm glad we're having these conversations. It's going to sell out, folks. Cracking clearance, isn't it? It's a clacking clearance. Cracking, and that's all sold out. And those of you who've got it in your baskets and you're not going to get it now, even though Mike had a firm word. Kim's actually having a strop about that. Okay, right. Big chunky nuggets. This next strand is, chunky. What is it, Chloe?
Chunky.
Do you want to come on screen and say that to everybody? Come on, Chloe. Come on with Chob. Bring Chob on telly. Come on, you and Chob, come on telly. This is Chloe, and she is not alone. She is not alone. She's got Chob. Who's Chob?
You're so weird.
She's pregnant and her husband's called Rob, and together Chloe and Rob is Chob. So do go on, do chunky for me in the best chunky, pregnant chunkiness you could possibly do.
Hide my face while I do it?
No, don't hide your face.
Chunky.
Okay, that'll do. Thank you. She's so beautiful, even when she says chunky. Right, these are, do you know what, in all seriousness now, is that all? They were only $15.95 anyway, which is ludicrous because they are massive Aquamarine. They're screaming rings to me, wire wrap rings, or the focal point of bangles, or Laura Binding's bangles like the Lucy bangle. Really, really fab with silver wire, loads of wire wrapping. Rachel Norris using them within her calling techniques. They'd be fabulous. They are amazing. I would get these and look out for Alison Tarry's next DVD, because within that DVD she uses more substantial size stones, and it's actually a brooches DVD. It's ridiculously fabulous. And one of the brooches definitely would lend itself to you being using teeth in, Lucy, this size of aquamarine. Now, aquamarine, of course, is known and acknowledged worldwide for how incredibly beautiful it is. It's in the same family as emeralds. It's a very, very sought after and yet incredibly rare gemstone. It's a gemstone, though, that I do think you've probably got some of an idea of how much you should pay. $15.95 not being that. If you were to have a look on the high street, because it is a gemstone, you can typically say, I'm going out today and I'm going to go and buy some aquamarine, and the chances are you would find some aquamarine jewellery in the high street. So the idea is you've probably got a perceived value of this already. $15.95 is not indicative of worth or value. We're going to go lower, again, very much along the lines of the Labradorite strand that we had earlier, a very in-demand stone and a very in-demand strand that simply hasn't been given the chance to come to air that often, and because of that, it is being immediately put down as a clearance price. Free phone number 0800 644 655, 170 carats. Your clearance price is ridiculous, is actually what it is. Every time Kim does a price, she keeps going, oh, because we're a business, folks. We have all of these margins and completely. No. Kim's saying she cannot get these prices for herself and she's doing the deals. $10.95. They are amazing. Can you just, oh, what would you put with them? Pearls. Everything goes with pearls. Pearls would look amazing, wouldn't they?
Pearls, rose quartz, morganite. What else? You put all sorts of things with them.
Beautiful.
Lovely, yeah.
Yeah, and even if you go down the whole sort of the beryl family and go golden with it as well, the golden beryls and emeralds with this as well. We've had some beautiful emeralds in recently. They're really, really very, very pretty. Some crackle white quartz. What about the multicolour crackle quartz that we've had in recently? Also work really beautifully alongside it. And you'd only need 1 or 2 of these in a design to really make an impact. 0800 644 655, and you are now looking at $10.95. They're all going to go. Do we need Mike to have another firm word? Kim is looking at the screen and getting quite irate because she's like, I can see people and they're just leaving it in the baskets right now. And see, the thing is, we've got some people then saying, I had this in my basket and I haven't got it, and they're complaining. Well, the thing is, it's not yours until you actually confirm the purchase, and I know it's just the fairest way of doing it. It's a first come first served basis, because if you put it in your basket and then you don't check it out and you change your mind later on today, somebody on the phone line's missed out. So $10.95. Mike has a message. Mike has a message for you. Mike, no, come on. Just say it really loudly if you can.
It's all one postage and packing. So if you check out now, you can still buy later today on any of our shows, and it'll be the same price as long as you order today. There you go, as many times as you like Claire says in my ear.
That was, do you know what, we didn't even get invited to the BAFTAs this year. I was really upset because I thought after your performances, Mike, we'd have been on the top list. That was amazing. It was a special moment, wasn't it? Yeah, amazing. Should we move on? Where should we go to? Now, this is lovely. These are really, really lovely. I was talking to a lady. We went to the museum in the building the other day, and there were some amazing rutilated quartz. There were some stunning ones in the museum, and a lady was asking how rutilated quartz happens. What is the rutile? Now, what happens is tourmaline, on the most part. Tourmaline grows in shafts, and it grows in these really long lines. So what has happened first is the tourmaline has grown in shafts, and then around the shaft the quartz has formed. So the rutile forms first, and then the quartz forms around it. So it's amazing. Now when they're actually cut, this is quite a hard gemstone to then mine, because you don't want to just be constantly cutting through the rutiles, and doing so you're not going to get a particularly beautiful image of it. So when it's then cut, it's then been hand carved, and it's been hand carved in this instant into leaves, and they're really beautiful, and every single one is different. You've got some with slightly thicker rutiles in them, and therefore you get an overall slightly darker hue to the gemstone, and ones with just 1 or 2 in, you've obviously got a much lighter hue. They're really, really, really pretty, and yes, they are hand carved. They're measuring 14 by 10 millimeters, and you can see the carving on those. So pretty. There's something about black rutilated quartz that makes me really think of woodland or a stormy sky, or there's something very natural about it. Again, I would put these with a jet black gemstone, probably. Just even a dinky little black spinel would be lovely, wouldn't it? 140 carats. Very pretty for chandelier style earrings. Lovely to make tassels. We're going to absolutely destroy the price. They should be £11.95. You're watching a clearance this morning on Jewellery Maker. Thank you so much for joining us. And we're going to do by far the lowest price ever, I think, ever, for rutilated quartz of this size on Jewellery Maker. If you're a fan of the rutilated quartz, you must be on the phone lines right now. £6.95. Truly destroying the price of rutilated quartz. 0800 644 655. They are so incredibly elegant. One post and packaging price. It's not even just about the quantity of the gemstones, it's not about the quantity in terms of the carat weight. You've got the cut, you've got the carving in there, and they're flying out. Maybe you've never actually experienced rutilated quartz before. Maybe you've never owned it before, because with that opportunity in front of you at £6.95, it's not going to break the bank. I actually think the scope for even using with the early bird, that'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Very reminiscent of the look you get from silver clay, with a fraction of the price, of course, aren't they? You've got the wiggly one as well, the wiggly one, the teardrop. Okay, if you're in a bit of a queue on the phone lines, don't worry, we know you're there, and we have got good stock quantity of all of these. So it's £6.95. If you're in a queue, don't worry, you've definitely got at least one, but most people are buying 2s and 3s. 0800 644 655. 0800 644 655. Over 100 of these have gone. Welcome to the clearance this morning. If you've just tuned in, we've got about 20 minutes left. We'll get through everything and maybe even more. Okay. Which one next then, Kim? Oh, now this is fab. Again, it's a very eclectic mix that you wouldn't necessarily use together, but it's going to be hugely cost effective to buy them together because, well, you'll see the price. Okay, for all 3 strands, we're going incredibly low. You've got carnelian, genuine carnelian. We haven't seen carnelian in ages. We haven't even seen faceted agate in rounds like this in such a long time. I would say whenever you get the chance to get rounds, bulk buy, seriously bulk buy. You're always going to need rounds, particularly if you're just starting off as well. A round is a perfect gemstone shape to go for because you can do pretty much all techniques with a round. So you've got the, oh, now bear with me. The agate. Have I got the right strand? It's described as yellow. Okay, it's described as yellow. It's not, but we'll just go with it because we're getting a bargain price. You've got loads of faceting on there as well. 94 facets approximately on each gemstone. Amazing. Done by hand. And then you've got the carnelian. They're plain rounds at 10mm. Now, you're also going to get those at a clearance price, and then this for free. This is a fluorite strand, 210 carats. They're twisted pear shapes, and they're 15 by 11mm each. They're absolutely stunning. You've got a lovely, lovely, lovely variety. I would say a textbook variety of the different colours you'd expect from fluorite. So the delicate yellows, deep purples, subtle pinks, and then minty greens. Alongside, I mean, it's a bundle that you wouldn't necessarily use together. These two, definitely. Maybe even bringing in some of the yellows of the carnelian with that strand. BIGC27. This should be £21 if you're to buy at their current low prices or separately. £12.95. Now £21 is also the price that they are on offer. Those are the current on offer prices. Then bundling it all together, £12.95. Your fluorite strands free in there. BIG C27 0800 644 655. And we've only got 40 of that bundle remaining. Everything is selling out. Do we have any stock left of anything we've shown? No, it's all sold out so far. This is the only one that we've got any stock left of so far in our clearance. Now, I absolutely adore the next strand to the point that I am going to be gutted. I have that strand. I've not used it yet. I have that strand. And I know what I paid for it. Staff price. £12.95. Amazing clearance offers. I'm sitting here on live television with the opportunity for you to purchase 690 carats of genuine gemstones for £12.95. 690 carats of genuine gemstones for £12.95. Okay, let's go on to the pink quartz. Now, it is so beautiful. Where did that come from? Thank you. Okay. These are really pretty. Gorgeous. Look at the whole length of that strand. 130 carats. Aren't they stunning? Now that's an 18cm strand. And that's from bead to bead. That doesn't include the tassels. Now again, slightly unusual. Look at, oh, can you imagine with champagne pearls? Can you do that shot again, please, Mike? When we came into soft focus there, that was beautiful. Ready? Look, 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 look. Because they could, look, 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 those champagne tones, and those golden tones, and those rose gold tones. 0800 644 655, 130 carats. Now they should be only £14.95. I think they've got a vintage bridal feel. Perhaps if you're doing a slightly vintage feel at a wedding. I know a lot of weddings are sort of doing quite sort of garden parties and lots of bunting, and I'm going to a wedding in July and we're going to be having drinks on hay bales, and hopefully the weather's going to be nice, and that sort of feel. Hey, you see, Jenny Cleary's walked in, she just said, I love a good hay bale. £14.95, great price. Are you ready for a clearance? Are you? Are you? We're doing these for £8.95. They're going to sell out again. Everything is selling out on today's show. £8.95. They're so incredibly pretty. We're looking at about a 20-second queue on the phone lines. I've been talking very much about sort of a bridal feel, so if you wanted to see them alongside pearls, that's just a delectable, delightful, gorgeous collection. What do you think about them with the aquamarine? You're right, Cleary.
You're right, my Barbara?
Right, my lover. Lovely.
Thanks for swearing in front of my children yesterday. Oh! I'm so clean-mouthed in front of them kids. 13 years. 13 years.
Can I tell you something that happened? Can I tell you something that happened? Yesterday, I tell you what, Cleary, I was really worried, and then I thought, why am I worrying? It's Jenny Cleary. Yesterday we had training in the afternoon. We take turns in sharing ideas and training, and it's my turn this month. And Jenny couldn't be there in person yesterday, so we had her on Skype, on her phone. I didn't know that her children were in the car, and I probably didn't use very appropriate language. And we were just having a bit of banter, and then she said, oh, my children are here. They've never heard language like that. And then I got really worried for a second, and I thought, Jenny Cleary is their mother, well, there's no reason to be concerned. And she's just confirmed that. Yes. Right. It wasn't really bad. It just wasn't particularly Beautiful. I didn't swear. It just wasn't very, yeah.
Taboo.
£8.95. I don't swear. Free phone number 0800 644 655. That's almost all gone. Isn't it pretty? Isn't that pretty? We've got what, sorry? Can we do the quartz? I love this quartz. So I got look at this glow. Wow. 140 carats of the most amazing quartz. It's got a delicate, milky quality to it. A lot of this quartz, it's been referred to as the girasol quartz, but actually I actually know it more as moon quartz, and a lot of people say it's the white equivalent of a rose quartz as well. I love it. This is going to such a silly price. Moon quartz, girasol quartz. I prefer the terminology moon quartz myself. That's what I always call it. Same thing. 140 carats. They're 12 by 10 up to a massive 25 by 17. Now I do think they have quite a mystical feel. Now we are going to sell out. It's got a very ethereal glow to it. It's got a very elegant feel to it. It works with everything because it is, I think that when you describe it as it's softer than a solid white, Claire, Director Claire just said, a brilliant way of putting it. Sometimes you wanted, yes, she just compared it, sometimes you want to wear brown instead of black. I totally get that. So a softer look, and it's softer than wearing a pure white quartz. They're incredibly elegant. It's not a clear quartz, it's got a cloudy feel to it, but it has got this mystical, magical, ethereal quality. It's the equivalent of a white rose quartz. I'd be interested to know actually in terms of crystal healing if it has associated properties similar to that of the rose quartz. FARU15. Now it's usually $14.95, which is incredibly good for this. It's a rare form of quartz. Can you see that it is almost, oh, it's magical. It's really, really magical. There's no way in the world we should be this late. To say that we're saying we're going to be taking a hit on this is the understatement of the century. It's £7.95 and it is flying out. It's flying to the moon, moon quartz. 0800 644 655. 0800 644 655. 140 carats at £7.95. Kim's starting to get really stressed again about some people's baskets being unemptied at this point because some people will miss out. Oh, and Kim's going, there we go, 5 people checked out and another 2, thank you. Just in every one of these offers that we've done so far in the clearance, people have literally lost what's in their basket because somebody on the phone lines confirmed the purchase beforehand. Literally everything sold out. Everything sold out. 0800 644 655. Okay, and we now have our last clearance item. They're so gorgeous, and these are probably going to go quicker than anything else that we've featured in our clearance section. We're nowhere near going to have enough of these because it's our most in-demand gemstone here at Jewellery Maker. It's a gemstone that, of course, is one that you know is the most prominent gemstone in crystal healing. Therefore, you know it is rose quartz. It's also the gemstone of friendship. And apparently, Promotes fertility. Mike looks terrified. You don't have to come near it, Mike. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. This is called Kiss from a Rose. Anyone want to sing the song? Do you know that song, Scott? Were you born when the song was played on the radio? No. I don't know, what year was that song?
It's 96, wasn't it?
No.
Or 97. Because it wasn't it.
96, 97.
Yeah,
It was before then, wasn't it?
Was it the Seal song?
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be 94, won't it? Off the second album, I think. I was born. Yeah, I got
1994. Mike's just gone, actually, no, it's off his second album, so it'll be 1994. Mike has the most eclectic taste in music ever. You were 6 years old.
I was 10.
You were 10.
I was 1.
Oh my word. In 1994, Scott was 1.
I was 1 years old.
Me and Hannah ain't going there. Not going there.
Sobbing.
Yes, high school yes.
High school was
1
done.
in 1994.
Oh my
Are
God.
you old enough to work here, Scott? 0800 644 655 £9.95 for both strands. So it's 380 carats. Your sizes are on the ovals, they're 16 by 12. On the flat coins, they're 12. But also take note of the profile on these. They're about a 3.5 millimetre in thickness. Great again for soutache, really great for soutache. Thank you so much for joining us for our clearance. We're going to go to the Wall of Fame in just a moment. Are we going to be drawing the winner, or are we going to be doing the winner? Yep, we're going to read out the final 3 and draw the winner. 0800 644 655. So we just need the tombola. Kim's going, can we get the what's it called? The tombola. Yeah. We're going to be drawing the winner of the Wall of Fame in just a couple of moments, but right now, both of these strands of genuine rose quartz, completely natural rose quartz, 380 carats, 2 strands for $9.95, 38 centimetres each strand. Thanks for joining us for the clearance. We're about to go over to the Wall of Fame. Are you ready to rock and roll? Let's go.
That's, my gosh. That's like...
Amazing.
Yeah.
This is from Christina Larson in Leeds. This is lovely. Hi everyone at JM, here's my entry to this week's Wall of Fame. It's a 5-row wrap-around bracelet that's finished off with a Celtic knot button. I used agate and rose quartz and leather to make it. I hope everyone is doing well and good luck to everyone on the wall. Kindly from Christina Larson. Christina, that's beautiful.
That must have taken absolutely ages.
That's amazing.
It'd take me days.
That would take me months. 296. Good luck. Wow. Where's the leather in there then? Did I say leather? Yeah.
Oh, don't know.
I wonder if it's leather to wrap. Don't know.
It might
Beautiful.
be.
296.
Yeah, might be.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. Good luck.
I've got number 293, and this says, "Hello, I'd like to introduce Ollie the Octopus and Thor, the Guardian of the Stone."
Hello, Ollie and Thor.
They're made from polymer clay from JM and sit on small jewellery boxes. Thor is guarding a cabochon from the big pack of quartz. I hope you like them. From Nikki Smith.
Nikki, they're great. They're really great. It's so lovely to see clay being used in a very
unusual.
different way, but still tied into jewellery making. That's really fab. Really fab. 293, good luck to you. And the next one, this is lovely, really lovely set with 2 options of earrings here. 297, Rachel in Sheffield. Hello, lovely. Here's my latest entry to the Wall of Fame. My first play with memory wire resulted in a memory wire bracelet and earrings. Also made a matching necklace and small pair of drop earrings. Stones are the Larimar and Carnelian. Lovely summery colour combo. Made me want to go on holiday, so I booked one. Oops. Fabulous. Fingers crossed for a win to fund my jewellery making habit. Rachel from Sheffield. Rachel, good luck, and I hope you really enjoy your holidays. They're lovely colours, really lovely. Well done.
This is 294 and this says, hello Jewellery Maker, here's my entry for the Wall of Fame. The weather was not great this weekend, so I thought I'd attempt the Kumihimo for the very first time. I've been greatly inspired by Prue and love all of her designs, but thought that they would be too difficult to copy. So I thought I'd start with a square plate and try a flat braid first. I have to admit, I do not like the bracelet. I nearly gave up Kumihimo altogether as a bad idea. But I just had to give Prue's necklace a try first, and the outcome is what you see here on the right. I am so in love with this and so glad I didn't give up. I then went on to make Kumihimo earrings and added beads to my braid. All Quartz Gemstones and findings are from JM. With love from Tracy. Not sure where she's from. I'm glad she didn't give up though. She's really good.
Really good. Gorgeous. Well, have we got one more?
294. Yep, there's one here.
Yeah, there's one there.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah, how did that? Oh, it's because I started, but you had 3. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, there, these are lovely. 295. This is from Mary in Mansfield. Hello, lovely. Hi, Jen. My Wall of Fame entry this week is gold-coloured wire-wrapped earrings with multicoloured gems. Moonstone, garnet, opal and tourmaline. I love the fact that I can make such lovely unique jewellery for myself and all my friends, and it's so affordable thanks to you, JM. Thanks for all the lovely gems and inspiration from Mary in Mansfield. Mary, they're beautiful. Really, really lovely. 295. Now, even if you haven't been read out, if your entries haven't been, yeah, we've done all the others today. If you haven't been read out, you're still entered into the draw. Now we're going to draw 2 names. Have we got the list of names ready to go? Okay, we're going to be drawing the numbers and we'll find out the names during the break and then we'll announce it after the break. So we'll do £50 first of all, credited to your Jewellery Maker account. And the number for £50 is...
Ooh.
No pressure.
Not looking. That one. There we go.
And that is number 251. We will find out the name and announce the winner of £50 251 after the break. Congratulations. And then for first prize, which is £100 credited to your account. Oh, 251, I can confirm, is Natasha Williams. Well done, lovely. Natasha Williams, 251. And first prize with £100 is... And this is all credited to your account, so you can just get shopping. Is number 276.
It's not one of these, is it? No. 2 8s. Yeah.
276. £100 credited to the account of Fran Porter. Congratulations, ladies, to both of you. And of course, don't give up, folks. You can always enter again next week. We do this every week. We are going to go to a short break, and when we come back, my goodness, we have got the Fire Opal and so many more exciting things. I've got beautiful silver bezel set Labradorite to bring you as well. We're going to be looking at another brand new kit that Hannah has prepared for us. Of course, catching up with Hannah and her challenge, other findings, other fantastic offers, and a little sneaky heads up. Blue Lace Agate, don't remember the last time I presented it. It is such an incredible phenomenon within the world of agate. You're going to love it. Fire Opal will be first, though, on the other side of this.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
If you miss a Jewellery Maker show, then simply go to our YouTube page where you'll be able to find hours of Jewellery Maker footage. Search by show, date or type. Alternatively, search by guest designer by using our playlist page. You can also find hours of tutorials with handy hints and tips to give you inspiration. Our YouTube page is updated on a daily basis, so you can access any show at any time. Stay in touch with Jewellery Maker.
You can now keep in touch by following Jewellery Maker on Twitter. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moon's Moat, Redditch, B98 9HF. Get making and good luck!
The early bird catches the worm. Don't miss out on your chance to grab our amazing early bird offers at 9 AM on weekday mornings. Catch them while you can.
When shopping with Jewellery Maker, you can add as many items to your order in one day and only pay one postage and packaging charge. We have 2 delivery options. Standard delivery at just £2.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 4 to 6 days. Or opt for our premium delivery at just £4.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 3 to 4 days. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Did you know that every individual gemstone in our Gems of Distinction collection goes through a 7-stage intricate process to get from the rough to a beautiful bead?
%95 of the world's opal comes from Australia. The other 5% is between Africa and Mexico. About 3% of the world's opal is from Mexico. Now it takes up slightly different mineral compounds and it forms in a slightly different way. So it has very similar mineral properties to that we find in Australia. But because of the different contents, slightly different contents in terms of colour and the minerals that affect the colour, you get a very different look. So at first glance, you wouldn't necessarily think opal. But then when you dive into it and you get to see it moving around the light, you see this completely unique type of surface light that we call opalescence. So whereas with moonstone and labradorite, it's known as schiller, with opal, it's opalescence. And this is absolutely incredible. Now, what's really incredible about this is it's completely natural. And the way that we treat our gemstones, I always want to be really open and honest with you. A huge, over 90% of gemstones in the gemstone and jewellery world, are treated in some way, simply to enhance their natural beauty, usually through heating, or maybe a dyeing process or a filling process. For example, emeralds, rubies on the most part, would be filled with resins, mainly rubies opposed to emeralds, not really the case. Emeralds, perhaps an oiling technique. Some would go through a dyeing process. But these are completely, totally, utterly natural. Now you've got some incredible clarity on some of these, but you've got this milky, amazing opal essence that it's incredible. I think I love this gemstone because you can get quite an intense richness of colour with flashes of different lights bounding off it. I find it quite a magical and mystical gemstone, and it is fiery and what's the word that I'm looking for? It's quite an evocative gemstone, but at the same time it's quite soft and alluring. It is just mesmerisingly beautiful. So you're going to get this opalescence. So in flashes, you're going to get almost like an internal luminosity that you also see within it. So it's quite incredible with how it's got, I think I love it so much because it's got so much going on. So for your designs, you've got loads of scope. It's going to be a really inspiring, do you see what I mean?
Owning
So
a strand of
there,
genuine gemstones is always...
Sorry, a slight technical issue there. So if we can have a look at that close-up again, Claire, is that okay? You can see everything that I've just been talking about. You can see some definitive clarity. You get some incredible opalescence. Excuse me. You've got that lovely, almost like milky tone, but the clarity at the same time, mystical and magical feel to it. And yet the colour is intense, and it's rich, and it's fiery, and it's evocative, and you can see it with rose gold, and you can see it with coppers, you can see it with antique bronze, you can see it with yellow gold, you can see it with silver. So it's incredibly versatile in that respect. Now the code is MQJN76. Beautiful. Absolutely amazingly beautiful. Now Claire has just said to me, my director Claire, real summery colours. But at the same time, don't you think they're quite autumnal colours? And Christmassy colours? And really, it is an all-time, all year round gemstone. I was about to say exactly the same actually. Claire just said pick out your lighter tones of yellows and you've got a very springtime, almost like an Eastery feel. Darker tones you could put with the chrome dioxide and give you a really, really rich, typically Christmassy feel to it. There's some delicate pink, almost carnelian tones within there as well. They're stunning. Okay, they're going really, really, really quickly. 35 carats. Now, the reality is we have set ourselves up doing a presenter's pick of a gemstone of such elegance and prestige straight after a clearance hour. You're in a zone of prices, so we're going to do this much lower than we should be. It's absolutely brand new, never been seen before. It's an 18 centimetre strand. That's from gemstone to gemstone, and it's incredibly rare, incredibly rare. I have got people seriously multi-buying. Shall I pop this up to my neckline? Aren't these colours gorgeous? I'd be tempted to separate out the colours of this, you know. But no other gemstone gives you that intensity of colour, clarity, opal essence, and everything all in one that you get from a Mexican Fire Opal. 35 carats, 0800 644 655. Stella, Linda, and Christine, Sabrina, Anne, Phyllis, Susan, Linda, Marie, Caitlin, Sarah, Dawn and Jane at $29.95. Oh my word. You know, we were talking earlier about the fact that Pip had bought a strand of pearls from us here at $4.95, valued at £300 when he made it into a bracelet. What's going to be your valuation on this? It's really, really hard to come by. It's not a gemstone that you typically would find in the high street, so it's quite hard to get hold of this gemstone in the first instance. So for those people out there that you make perhaps commission jewellery for, that want something a little bit different, that you can't usually just typically see, yeah, wake up in the morning, I'm going to go and buy a Fire Opal piece of jewellery today. It's not that easy. They go from a 4x3 up to a 6x4, particularly with the larger ones. There's definitely scope for making stud earrings. Lovely with tassels, beautiful. I mean, if you think about it again with the silver colours, you know, there's lovely, oh, lovely scope, really fabulously. I quite like that because these could be like embers of a fire, couldn't they? Or flames, rather, of a fire. And that sort of works, the connotation of that works really nicely. Maybe even matching it up with that citrine if you were fortunate to get it in our clearance. $29.95 on that amazing Fire Opal. How about matching it up with the beer quartz? We've got that as a brand new strand coming up for you quite shortly. That's a ridiculous price on the beer quartz. $29.95, 0800 644 655. And again, you've got your Thursday money back guarantee. So if you get this home and you decide it's not for you, that when can we do the beer quartz because it does not want to go on the stand? We'll do it straight after our next kit. Now I've got to say, the next kit we're going to do, there's real scope for drawing this strand in. Okay, we're going to do the incredibly rare agate. Excuse me, okay. Okay, let me tell you about these. Lace agate is the rarest type of agate you can get, and it gets its name because when we're going to show you a close-up on this in just a moment, have a look at every single gem, and it follows, you have these natural bandings of agate. Now, have we got, oh, can I give an example? Have we got, actually, Hannah, could you pass over a strand of agate just from that next kit? We'll be fine, actually. Thank you. Thank you. Let me show you this strand of agate. It's beautiful. It's coming up in our next kit. And let me show you the banding. Yep, so the natural, can you see the markings? All totally different. Really lovely. Yeah? Can you see all the banding on that? Gorgeous, exactly how you'd expect banding to be on agate. Nature has done it in a haphazard way, apart from when it comes to blue lace agate. Now, it's really collectible, it's really rare, it's really hard to find. So what happens is agate, because it's so low down in the earth, and we've already established, if you were watching earlier, this is what's happening. So add to the volcano going down. It's got all this pressure going down onto the agate. Now, on the most part, it's going to form these haphazard bandings depending on which crevices agate's formed in, etc. So when we find lace agate, it's really rare. Only a tiny, tiny, tiny proportion of agate that's found is considered lace agate. And lace agate is when you see banding and exactly the same banding underneath and exactly the same banding. So it looks like beautifully formed lace. You'll see on each stone, the gap between each banding is exactly the same and the pattern is exactly the same. It's a really rare phenomenon, and it's for that reason incredibly sought after. So have a gander, have a look at your lace agate. It's incredibly delicate. The colour is stunning. Now this is natural, it's natural blue. And can you see these bandings? So when you find one, just look at it and you'll see. I'm just going to try and find one that's a good one to show you on screen because they're not showing up particularly well on your TV screen. I'll find one with some slightly darker lines. So can you see that? Your banding is completely consistent all the way around the gemstone. There's a really beautiful example as well. Really, really beautiful. Really pretty. And to really enhance the beautiful and delicate net, oh, there's a good one. Show you, look. Can you see how it just follows it? And they are evenly spaced all the way around. They're proving to be, yeah, you will see it a little bit clearer at home. The lights in the studio are diluting this ever so slightly, but that's why lace agate is, it's really very, very, very pretty. It's proving to be very, I was going to say commonly requested, but that's not quite correct terminology. It's being more readily used in bridal jewellery because look at that delicate hue of the blue. So you've got the something blue, you've got that beautiful delicate sparkle, and you've got this radiating, dare I use the word again, ethereal feel to it. It's a very unique blue. No other gemstone on the planet is of this particular hue of natural blue. I think blue chalcedony has a similar hue of blue that you can find, but this is very special. Blue lace African agate from a very prime source, prime location, and the beauty is following those natural bandings that have been created by Mother Nature, and this has literally just been cut and drilled and faceted and polished. So no dyeing to enhance the natural banding. That's all completely natural in colour, and that banding is all completely natural, and it's literally, it follows the same line, giving you the illusion of lace, hence why it gets its name. So in terms of price, we are not doing worth or value. We're going rock bottom because we bought quite a good amount. Now, they're not all in this strand. The Lace Agate, we do have a couple of other strands of Lace Agate, and we are hoping, I'm hoping from the source that was found, that they hopefully will get some cabochons out of that as well, because that would be amazing. They're not due in anytime soon. So from the amount that was sourced from the mine in Africa that went to our workshops in Jaipur in India, we have a couple of strands. How many of the strands of Blue Lace Agate have we got on the website, Kim? Is this the only one in the country at the moment? Right, this is the only one we have. This is the only one we have. It can take over a year to get a strand in, and particularly cabochons as well. Are you ready? 0800 644 655. Carol, Stella, lots of anonymous people there. Patricia and Maria, loads more anonymous people. And Marilyn and Sue and Leslie and Rose. Thank you very much for trusting us and joining us. Lots of you on the phone lines before we've even brought in the price. You've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. It is only one post and packaging price for all of your purchases all day. Free phone number 0800 644 655, and it's just $18.95. I really would recommend you get it valued. It's going to look beautiful in your jewellery. I would say definitely alongside pearls, perhaps even alongside that moon quartz that we had earlier. So beautiful. AHIM75, perhaps even alongside some lilac amethyst. Have you got any ideas at home? If you've just bought this, how would you like to use it? Please do text into 60777 if you would like to, yes, let us know why you're buying this, if you've got a specific design, a specific idea in mind. Free phone number 0800 644 655, 85 carats. So incredibly pretty. We are going to go over to Hannah and see what she's done with the final kit in today's show. Well, how much are we doing the final kit for, Kim? We're doing another 0800. We're following a theme in today's show. Say that again, sorry. Yeah, I know. I've already clocked it. The coral. Did I say it like that? I clocked it. Got an amazing strand of coral in this next kit. Okay, so let's now have a look at the final kit that has been prepared by Hannah. How would you? I had an issue with saying H then.
Yeah.
Hannah. Hannah. They want to do Anna instead of Hannah.
You could just do Aussie.
Yeah. The little Osborne. Yeah, anyway. Right. Wow, for a kit. And the combination of purple and orange, oh my word. It is everywhere in the big designer world. It was very much seen on the catwalk last year, which means it's in the high street this year, and you'll notice that as a trend, particularly if you read your glossy magazines. That's what tend to happen. Bear with me a second. La 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 la. That purple agate outside. Where's that other strand gone? I had it. Now this is a fantastic opportunity to get this kit because you've got orange coral in it. In fact, let me show you the strand of orange coral. I don't think there's a more perfect gemstone for the summer. Coral, and it's orange. Aren't they amazing? Now I really want to stress to you that all of our coral is ethically sourced, completely ethically sourced, and if you decide not to get your gemstones from us here at Jewellery Maker, just make sure that your gemstones are ethically sourced, particularly the coral. That's quite big deal at the moment with what's happening in the gemstone industry. I can guarantee it is indeed ethically sourced. Now at the bottom of your screen you can see you're also going to be getting orange agate, and they are the tubes. Now these are really lovely. Can you see what I mean again about the You can see the banding is just a little bit more haphazard there, just shown. So again, it just proves the purity of that blue lace agate. But these are amazing. And the beauty, the positives about the banding being a little bit more naturally haphazard is the colour takes to them in a bit more of a haphazard way, which gives you a gemstone that's more interesting if you want to make an impact in terms of the look of the texture of the piece of jewellery you're going to make. Now, the third strand is this deep, rich purple. I am a massive fan of this hue of agate. Big fan. So, those are the 3 strands. Now, you're going to get some great free gifts within this collection. So, all of your threaded materials, including 3 lots of satin cord free, and basically almost your finance pack is free with the price that Kim's doing this at. This is ridiculous. Now, you'll find your threaded materials. Oh, your butterscotch, your burnt orange, your sunset orange. Oh, it's actually considered deep red, peach and sunset orange. That's not really that peachy, is it? But anyway, those are the colours you're getting. 1 millimetre in thickness, 10 metres of each one, alongside those 3 strands of genuine gemstones. Then your findings. Now, and the findings that you're getting here are, again, our new findings pack. Have a good gander at the findings pack there on your screen. So you're looking at 1 metre of chain, 3 different types of head pins, 15 of each. So you've got your featherweight at the bottom. They're almost 5 centimetres in length. They're about 48 millimetre. And then at the top of those head pins, you'll see you're going to get these little star head pins. I can show you the star head pin at the bottom of the earring just there. These are beautiful, rich, gorgeous colours with just a black maxi dress. This is going to really pop, isn't it?
Fab, aren't they?
Now, this kit with 50 metres of beading thread, 6 metres of clear elastic and 80 metres of monofilament should be almost £40 today. We're going to do a clearance price on this by price slashing by over exactly 50% discount to get it for £19.95. That is 50% discount than if you were to buy it all individually. By using the code at the top of your screen, you're getting a 50% reduction. Of course, a free DVD and a free booklet with your first purchase. 30-day money-back guarantee. If you get this kit home and you decide it's not for you, you can always send it back. But we've got, even when you've used it, you've got a great design opportunities here incorporating macrame. So, Hannah, talk us through everything that you did with this kit.
Well, as you can see, I made quite a lot of pieces.
Yeah, and gorgeous. They really pop.
I probably still could have made a lot more still, just because there's so much of your threading materials as well. So depending on how gem heavy you want to go, you could make the kit stretch further. And so I've gone for 3 necklaces and 3 pairs of earrings that kind of match, and a couple of bracelets, and you can kind of mix and match everything. I've done some macrame techniques, in bracelet, necklace and earrings, in fact. And there's a 3-strand weave in one of the bracelets that's down there, and then there's the simple rosary link chain on the far end, and then pulling the feature pendant to the side. Well,
the toggle clasp.
Toggle clasp, using it as a feature.
Yeah, isn't that lovely as well to be able to just do it up yourself, just at the side, rather than do it at the front and twisting it round? Or, I mean, you could wear that however you want to and feature that however you want to. I adore these shepherd hooks. This kit is probably our fastest selling kit of today, so I have to warn you, if you haven't yet got it, jump on the phone line now. So that 3-strand weave, let me show you the back, because Hannah has actually chopped off the ribbon cord ends and used the extender chain, little attention to detail, using the the star head pin, and then an S clasp there. I just think your finishing is so immaculate that I like to,
Thank
like
you.
to show it off. Now, did you use the thread zapper on any of these?
I didn't, but I would have liked to. You know, it was a case of trying to pull the knot really tight, but if you've got the thread zapper, it kind of it melts the nylon content and it just seals it brilliantly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would have been very helpful, but I didn't have one there.
They're lovely, really lovely. We're actually going to learn how to incorporate the gemstones in this macrame started piece just here, and that's lovely to see the tubes like that. They look completely different.
They do, and I think that's kind of the thing. I mean, I like what's the word? Experimenting to see what different kind of looks you can get from the same kind of gemstones, and yeah, so I came up with this, and it was kind of inspired by something I did, I think it was Kim before, when I had some little silver tubes to play with to make it look like a very famous type of bracelet.
That's very expensive.
Yeah, so inspired by that, but I don't think I can say who they are.
Well, we're going to look at that one in just a moment, how to do that. We'll have another quick look at these though, because this is incredibly beautiful as well. This is going to be incredibly lightweight and also very good for people who have allergies to metal as well. So really fab. And actually, we were talking in the break just before, weren't we? Because I have allergies to metal. I think a lot of people do. So if you can't wear a copper-plated piece, can I make a recommendation? If you have any of the metal that's touching your skin, so for example, if you put the earring in and it hurts your ear, just use a little bit of clear nail varnish and it puts a barrier between the metal and your skin, so you can even put that on a chain as well, just a heads up if you've not done that before. And then a lovely set here. This is lovely because they're so slim. Those tubes are really slim, aren't they?
And then on the chain it moves so nicely as well, so I thought that was quite sweet. It's almost like a little, I don't know, like a gate symbol or something. I'm trying to think, it reminds me of something and I can't think what it is, but
it's lovely. And then using the they're good sized spacer beads, aren't they?
They're really big. You can actually get the cords through those spacer beads.
Yeah, they'd be great.
To go through.
Okay, so we're going to learn how to do this bracelet here.
Okay, so you start off, you take 2 pieces of your beading thread, and for this one I've attached a clasp to the end and then put it onto my macrame board and done some straightforward macrame, which if I just do a couple of stitches to show you. So you make a little P shape like that, take your other cords and go underneath where the 2 cross over and out through the other side. And you do the same on the other side until you have enough to make half of your bracelet, like that. So you follow the pattern down, and then when you get to the point where you want to add your feature, you actually take the lazy strands out, and with your little agate tubes, you do a little ladder weave with them. So you put the wires through both directions and pull it together, but don't pull it so tight that you can't weave through later. So there's one. The good thing about the wire is you kind of get it in position and then it sort of sits there. It's almost like it holds itself together. So there's a second one. And you want to, you could pull it close together, but because I want to weave the cord through, I've just left kind of another tube's gap in between them. So you carry on like that until you've got, I think I've got 5 on the bracelet. So if I just stick these ones on, like this, there's 4, and the last one is 5, and then you take your lazy strands and you clamp them back again so that you can carry on doing your work. And of course I have a smaller board than this at home, so it just about reaches like that. And then with your macrame stitch, what I've done is I've crossed them over the top like this, and then you just thread them in through the gaps in between your tubes. So if I pop that one from this side, you thread it through underneath the loop and then over to the other side.
Dorothy in Kent, you've sent a comment in saying, I love Hannah's designs, so delicate. I think Hannah's designs are always so wearable as well, aren't they? You can really visualise yourself wearing them. You can almost see how they're going to feel on.
That's nice. So I've crossed over, so then you do the same thing again, but remembering to cross over in the middle. And if you can try and keep it so that the cross always goes with the same piece left over the top. So if you started crossing from right to left, then carry on crossing right from right to left. And just remember to hook it through that outside loop. I can get under this without getting my head in the way of the camera. It's a lot easier to do it actually upright. It does go through here, honest. Here we go. So you keep going and you can see it crosses over like that, and you just follow that pattern through. So under the edge of the next one and up through the middle, and swap sides, sorry. It's difficult to do it at an angle, isn't it? So I apologise for my
no, I could
massive
not
forehead
do it.
getting in the way.
It wasn't your forehead, it was the top of your head.
Oh, top of my head.
I
Oh, you
couldn't
see all
do
my
it.
greys. Oh, no.
But what?
Yeah, no, I dye them. Don't worry. They're there.
I started pulling mine out, but I'm slightly concerned.
Somebody said to me, if you
Gonna
pull
get a
them
big
out,
patch.
they grow back thicker.
Yeah, surely that's an old wives'
Well,
tale, isn't
I'm
it?
kind of figuring that too, but it stopped me from pulling them out.
Well, if I didn't, because they sprout, they just appear. Mike's green.
They go.
He gets them in his beard.
They go funny angles as well.
I don't understand. How can you have your hair dyed, and then 2 days later, there's one that's like 5,000 meters long growing out your hair that couldn't have escaped the hair dye?
Wow.
See,
Perhaps you're just strange.
that's the beauty of being blonde. No grey hairs, eh, Martha? We're talking about grey hair and how they sprout, don't they? They just appear. She doesn't know, obviously.
Neck hair in your 30s.
A neck hair?
Just a random neck hair.
A random neck
I
hair.
have to pluck him every 2 days, otherwise he's so
Oh my goodness me.
You have a neck hair that you pluck every 2 days. Isn't this lovely? Haven't experienced the neck hair yet, but grey hairs on my head most definitely I have.
Going back
Welcome
to the macrame bracelet.
Jewellery Maker. And if you run out of beading thread,
so basically, very hard to keep straight.
I can't believe I just suggested if you run out of beading thread, pull out your neck hair. Lovely.
You're such a lady. So
I'm just going to tilt that towards camera too,
Okay.
so everyone can see what's happening there.
So you've got sort of a laced effect,
Yeah.
and then when you get to the end, make sure it's crossed over underneath your lazy strands, and then you carry on as though you were still doing the same macrame stitch. So you'll make your little P shape, and it will pull the wires back together, but you do need to make sure that you're close up. Pull it tight, and then this one here, back underneath, and pull it through, and carry on your pattern. And that's how you get your little ladder weave inside the macrame bracelet.
It looks a lot more complex than that, and the trick really is just to get your lazy strand.
It's how you attach your
Yeah.
beads to the lazy strand, and then work sort of through it, really weave through it, and
Fab.
then carry on.
Brilliant. Hannah, thank you so much. I
welcome.
absolutely agree. Your designs are
Thank you for that text, by the way. That was very, very
elegant
nice.
and really
Thank you.
delicate. Really, really beautiful. Thank you so much. Right then, let's talk about neck hair, you lot. Come on. It's Martha that did it, not me. Right, let's do some more amazing bundles. We've only got about 20 minutes left of the show. I'm desperate to get my hands on this. Look at this chain. I didn't even know we had any of this in stock at the moment. Isn't this beautiful? Now you're going to get a meter. I've got 3 different types of chain, and you're going to get a continual meter of each. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous? And then this one here, a meter of the antique bronze. And they are 12 by 10 centimetres. And then a metre of the aluminium black plated textured curb chain, and they are 12 by 8 millimetres. So 12 by 10 and 12 by 8. Now all of these you can bake. So if you wanted to set these in with your polymer clay, you absolutely can. And they're quite nice actually to create your own bezels with these flat ones. They're lovely. Now you're going to get 3 meters of chain. So a meter of each. And what we're going to actually be doing, we're going to do all 3 for £7.95. 0800 644 655, and just when you thought life couldn't get any better, Liz Welsh is coming up in the afternoon. I always feel like I'm seeing a celebrity when I see Liz Welsh. She's just fabulous. Well, I am. She is a celeb, isn't she? She's just lovely. How are you, darling? Your jewellery is just ridiculously amazing. I love it. $7.95 for 3 meters of chain. So you've got the silver plated brass ball chain, and they are approximately 1.5 millimeters each of the little balls on there. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm an absolute, total, utter plonker. They are actually totally and utterly individually threaded on. They are actually individual balls. Yes, they totally are. You could use them as spacer beads. I'm not talking codswallop, am I? Yeah, they are. Individual, and they're all stranded on to give you a meter. I'd get this bundle a few times over just to be able to get that strand a few times over. But these, I tell you what, this is really, really fashionable. If you want to do, have a look in the likes of shops that I'm too old to shop in now. Topshop, Miss Selfridge, River Island, where they are really funky, cool clothes. Thanks for that, Mike. Nodding in agreement that I'm too old to shop there. We'll have words later. But if you have a look, the embellishment at the moment, and just on one shoulder, to do like a brooch pin, and then just have lots of chain, and to attach onto shoulders, that is so on trend at the moment. You can have them interchangeable. 0800 644 655. We've got beer quartz coming up next, which I think would look amazing with all of these chains, actually. It's beer quartz, Scott. He was like, oh, beer. Can I tell you a story about beer? Can I tell you a fascinating fact about me and beer? Never, ever drunk beer.
Never?
What?
Isn't that a fascinating fact? Hasn't that changed your life, knowing that fact?
It will change your life.
It would change my life. No.
Oh, even a shandy?
No.
Okay.
No. Not even a shandy, no.
Are you talking about like lager or real beer?
I'm talking about lager and... I had a non-alcoholic lager, a little drip of it when I was pregnant because everyone was toasting and they said, come on, you need a drink, and that was the only non-alcoholic drink apart from water at this party. So I had some no alcohol lager. I've tried that. No.
You don't like it,
No. Lager beer, no.
Wine person.
No. Why would you when champagne is on the university? No, I just... Give me a cup of tea any day of the week. Oh yeah. Give me a brew. Right, shall we do the beer quartz? Okay, we've got a really, really amazing quantity of these. This is an outstanding gemstone, and I know for a fact that Alison Tarry, one of our incredible wirework guest designers, is a big fan of this gemstone for its colour. And we had a full-blown conversation. I'm pretty sure, didn't Alison Tarry have beer quartz in her wedding jewellery? Alison, if you're watching and I've made that up, I'm really sorry, but I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure you have beer quartz in your wedding jewellery. It's got this gorgeous sort of antique golden quality to it. It's stunning. What was that, sorry? Mark Smith, you've only just discovered joining me. Has he texted in? Mark, I've been talking about you all morning. Have you not been watching the show this morning? How rude. You've only just discovered it's me and you tomorrow. Why are you not like sleep deprived with excitement a week in advance? It's me and Mark Smith tomorrow. I'm so excited. I've not seen him in ages. I've not seen him in ages. I'm very excited. Yeah, myself and Mark Smith joining you tomorrow. 0800 644 655. Now they have been heat treated, which means that the quartz has been discovered with that colour already there, but not to that intensity. So by heat treating it, it's been taken to an incredible high temperature. Now look at the clarity of that. This is not man-made. This is all Mother Nature. There's a purity to that colour. There's a clarity there. They're pretty eye clean here in the studio. They are amazing. They're absolutely amazing. Now I'm thinking probably pendants. Yeah, chunky bracelets. Well, go on, Hannah, you look like you're salivating over these.
I've put Tiger's Eye and Smoky Quartz with that.
Oh,
it'd
yeah.
It'd be lovely. Really.
What sort of design?
I'd probably go for like a chunky sort of necklace and sort of safari kind of colours almost. You know, you could wear it with a bit of an animal print or something.
And wear it with your khakis.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Nice. So free phone number 0800 644 655. The code is MLRU54. They're a 10 by 7 up to a 19 by 12. It's a 16 centimetre strand, but really you're looking at carat weight because the strand length is obviously not really valid as you've got spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those on a strand. I do think you could really use them with a huge variety of different colour findings. Would look great with the chain that we've done. If you want more than one, look at the way they glow. This is Mother Nature, 100 carats, beer quartz, and $8.95. You see, this would be a good gift for Chloe, wouldn't it? Because she can't drink at the moment, and she loves wearing jewellery. She can't drink because she's growing chob. Chob, Chloe and Rob gives her a chob. That's so cool. $8.95. They're amazing. Pat and Rebecca and Mary and Sharul and Carol and Karen and Danny. What was that? Sorry, Kim? Oh yeah, they're lovely. I've got some rose gold colour beads coming up for you in just a moment with really, really, really big holes. Big holes. And with them being, yeah, they're going to be great for macrame. $8.95 on that strand. MLRU54. Really, really stunning. And again, lots of people multi-buying on that one. Big impressive look. Big chunky coils of lots of different coloured wires that you could go with those. Really bright yellow gold with it. Make it pop. You've got a really lovely, definitive golden glow, haven't you? 0800 644 655 ML RU54 100 carats. Really stunning. Remember, it's only one post and packaging price for all of your purchases all day. Okay, we are gonna do the Labradorite, aren't we, in today's show? Oh, have we? We've got quite a low quantity of it. Okay, but we are going to do them. Thank you. Now, these are going to be great. Check out the size holes in these. We're going to price slash them. Aren't they great? Now, that's the 7mm one. I would say you're looking at about a 3 to 4mm hole in that. Isn't that fab? Now you're going to get 10 at 5mm, 10 at 6mm, and 10 at 7mm. Obviously, do you know? Yes, Kim, they are. Kim was just saying that they're heavy. They're not heavy, they're weighty, aren't they? They feel really luxurious. They feel really, really luxurious. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in that size. 10 in the next size up. And 10 in the slightly smaller as well. But they all have really great, even on the smallest ones, their holes, you're easily going to get a 2mm through there. So all the leather and the suede cords that you can struggle to find pieces with holes large enough, they'll be able to go through here, no problem. And the larger the bead, the larger the hole is going to be. On those 7mm, they're seriously impressive. It's even just some black satin cord and a couple of those. So you could have a cluster. Oh, you could have I'm just choosing a design. I'm creating a design here. I'm thinking black satin cord with those 3 in the middle, macrame and a slider knot with 2 of those. That'd be so on trend.
That'd be lovely, actually.
And ridiculously low price to make, and you could sell it for a lot of money because that's a big look out there at the moment. Now I know that you're going to absolutely love these because we don't stock anything else like it. I'd love for us to be able to stock a few more of like the square beads with the little imprints and things on them, and that's something that we're very much looking into. So you're looking here at 35 carats. Was it 35 carats? Sorry, 35 grams, apologies, in terms of your your copper weight. And it is a 9-carat rose gold plate on there. It's not just a rose gold colour, it's a rose gold, actual gold plate on there. So that's going to add to the weight in that. So 30. 10 of each size, 10 in 5mm, 10 in 6mm, 10 in 7. Now they are a usual great low price, but with what we're about to do, I think they'll probably sell out today. They're usually just $11.95. We have had clearance out on the show today. We've really got to keep up with expectations of low prices. Thank you for joining us today as we're bringing our show to a close. And they are just $9.95. The offer is only for the show and using the code BKAZ62. Check those out of your baskets and of course add them onto your order on 0800 644 655. They're amazing, amazing value for money and really going to help your designs go even further. The beauty of rose gold, you will find you can really mix and match it into your various metals, and you'll find that it just goes with absolutely every colour of gemstone as well, so you're going to really love it. I think they're going to be a really great asset to your collection. At £9.95 for 30. Now we are going to do the Labradorite next, which I literally, it makes me salivate. Laura Binding. Hello, doll, if you're watching. She just watched the show a lot when she's not here. Hi, hun. Laura has these in the pear shape and wears them as earrings, and they're lovely, really, really lovely. They will sell out. They absolutely will sell out. We're looking at $9.25. These are the last ones, and we're not due to have them in again. Just keeping things fresh, keeping things changing all the time. This is the last of stock. Once they've gone, they've gone. It's $9.25 sterling silver. I don't know if I would have expected the beads in between a $9.25 as well, but I haven't got that confirmed. What I can confirm is the silver around these absolutely impeccable, breathtaking textbook Labradorite. The bezel set is $9.25 sterling silver. It's been done by hand. Feast your eyes on these, are amazing. Aren't they enchanting? They're absolutely enchanting. As rings, as earrings, as pendants. Now you do get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I actually talked about how I'd use these the last time I presented them, and I'm amazed we've got any left, to be honest. And I would just love for, yeah, I do. What was it I decided for the design of these? 3 dangling in centre, 3, and then 2 either side, and then a ring. So just a drop of 3, some silver beads, a drop of 2. How about using that chain, that silver coloured chain that we just did? Yeah? So putting it all on the silver chain, 3, 2, 2, and then a fabulous ring. Oh, there's so many design opportunities. They're going to sell out. Now they are approximately 16mm in diameter. Look at the shadow on that. That is electric blue. Absolutely electric blue. They will sell out because I do have to warn you, we've got less than 20 available now, and somebody has just bought 2, so if we've got more people multi-buying, these are going to go incredibly quickly. Free phone number 0800 644 655 $24.95. They're amazing. Can you imagine if you made 1 ring, what you could charge for it? Single pair of earrings. You're looking at $9.25 sterling silver and a really stormy electric blue flying off the surface layer of those checkerboard facets. VDD L32, 16mm in diameter. Look at that. Wow, wow, and a bit more. Wow. Last opportunities now. We're coming to the close of this show as Liz Welsh and Jenny Cleary prepare for the afternoon for you. Don't forget, of course, if you are currently watching on Freeview, you do need to find a different way of watching the show from 1 o'clock onwards as we leave Freeview, or if you're watching 5-star, you need to jump either onto Sky or Virgin, or probably the easiest thing to do is you've got access to the internet, either go onto our YouTube channel or go onto JewelleryMaker.com. Of course, we've got a live stream going on the website. I'm afraid to say that has now sold out. The best of luck to you if you didn't get that. Now we'll just have another quick look. Remember we had hundreds of this strand, we've just got a few left, and it is completely natural Boulder Opal. Now we've got 30 strands left. It's your opportunity, and it is ridiculous. And I said earlier, and I'm not implying a worth or value with this, I'm just being really honest, that if Kim would have said we've got Boulder Opal today and it's $26.95, I wouldn't have batted an eyelid. I wouldn't. It's genuine natural Boulder Opal. So can you imagine, if you've just tuned in, how not just myself, but everybody, all the hundreds of people who have bought this so far today, we've got 30 strands left, how quickly everyone jumped to the phone, and you can jump to the phone right now. This is your chance to get it. $26.95, I wouldn't have batted an eyelid. Once again, not implying a worth or a value. This is your price today. It is $6.95. That is not a lie. It's not a full gemstone. It really is an amazing opportunity. We got the deal and we're passing that saving on to you. The best of luck. It's Australian, completely natural, beautiful, genuine Boulder Opal, 40 carats spread across approximately 7 gemstones at $6.95. Now we're just going to zoom over to the gorgeous Hannah Osborne and see what she's been doing. Now we gave Hannah a challenge kit at the start of the show today, and it is a jam-packed whopper kit. More strands in this kit than any other featured on the show for just $24.95, and the strands were 2 strands of incredible banded agate. Gorgeous jewellery. Oh, so fresh. Makes me wish it wasn't chucking it down outside. So 2 strands of agate, 3 strands of electric colours of shell with a lot of gemstones, particularly on the green, packed on, all of the threading materials, 5 metres of each hue of blue of the organza ribbon, 5 metres of each of the nylon cords, and 114 findings and a metre of chain. $24.95. Hannah, wow, 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 wow. Tell us what you've done. And of course you get blue colour beading thread in this kit as well.
Well, to start with, you know, I've only got a couple of necklaces and a couple of pair of earrings, so there's masses and masses left. You've sort of been doing
live telly?
Yeah, so I mean you can make absolutely loads with this kit. But what I have done is I've got one necklace which is quite gem heavy and it's quite organic, and
that's going to get lovely articulation, isn't it?
Yeah, like the more it moves, I think the more beauty it's got. So I mean you could layer up as many different strands as you wanted to.
I just wanted to give everybody an insight in how that actually happened. Yeah. That's stunning.
So it's quite organic, but I think it's quite nice like that.
Isn't it lovely to see the little stars peeping through there? It's lovely, and it's going to be so comfy. We were talking earlier about if you can't wear metal next to your skin, well, use the organza. It would be a great opportunity. Yeah.
And then the other one is just it's a longer necklace.
It's lovely.
And I've made little flowers using the very thin head pins, and just attach them to a piece of chain. So you get like a really very different sort of, probably more modern, longer drop effect. And then a couple of pairs of earrings which kind of go with them.
Gorgeous. And these findings for these earrings, I am absolutely in love with those. Really gorgeous, and using the head pin, wrapping it round to make a feature of the star at the front. So $24.95, a few more of those just flown out. So that is on offer until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning using the code HUGC61. So Hannah, have you had a nice time?
I've had a lovely time, thank you very much.
It's been nice, hasn't it? So when are you with us next?
Next Thursday, I think. The mid-show, doing jewel enamel.
Oh, fab. Fab. Well, I'll be with you tomorrow. Sorry about that. But I'm with the very fabulous Mark Smith. I'm so excited. I've not seen him in ages. So please join me. And then on Friday, I'm with Linda. Who knows what could happen? But for the rest of the afternoon, of course, don't go anywhere. The ridiculous talent that is Liz Welsh is coming up for you next. Fortunately, you've got Jenny Cleary. All right, Cleary? All right, Baba. No, you are going to have a great afternoon, lots of giggles and lots of learning. And like I said earlier, if you're watching currently on 5-star or Freeview, get ready to change the way that you're watching and pop onto either Sky, Virgin or YouTube, or on our very own website of JewelleryMaker.com. Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you to Scott on floor, Mike on cameras, Claire directing, Kimbo with the Kimberlite and Idleness. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't go anywhere. Jenny next. Bye.
for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the genuine gemstone company.
We all know that you need the right tools for the job. So here at Jewellery Maker, we have developed our very own tool set just for you. In this larger set, we have provided more tools to help you develop your jewellery making skills even further. The kit includes wire cutters, a bead reamer with replacement tips, an awl, tweezers with a scoop, a sliding gauge, a snip, and all the essential pliers you will need. All of this is yours for just $15.95, neatly presented in a carrying case with an embossed Jewellery Maker logo. Stay tuned for more advice, tutorials and demonstrations of jewellery making. We provide the tools, you provide the skill.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.